Hello, everybody. Hey, welcome to the live, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Join in, grab a seat. Go ahead and give the give the live a like and a share. Hey, Lauren, like the live, share the live, tap the screen, you guys. If you've never seen me before, I go by Lovely Bee as well as Pretty Powerhouse. I'm a pretty girl coach, which means I help beautiful women gain confidence, develop personal skills, and stand in their personal power, okay? I've written an ebook and I also offer coaching sessions. And I do these lives to build community amongst other women who have experienced some of the things that I talk about in my ebook and just with my content in general. So if you are a beautiful woman that knows what it's like to just go through those things pretty girls go through, this is your community. Does not matter your skin tone, black, white, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your background, right? All women who are beautiful are invited into this community. It doesn't matter how you express your beauty, whether you have a clean girl aesthetic, whether you really are really dramatic in the way you dress, glamorous. It does not matter if you're an alt girly, all right? You are welcome in this community, okay? I wish I saw you before I started my previous job. I've made so many mistakes. It's okay, girl. We live and we learn and we move forward. But you found me now. So now you have a community of other women who can, empathize with you in what you may have made mistakes in at your previous job or the job that you're at now. So today my topic is stay pretty and detached. So we're going to talk about detachment today, guys. Let's see, we got 14 likes. Go ahead and tap the screen, you guys. It's 7 of y'all in the building. I'm going to ask that we keep it respectful here, right? I'm all about respect. I'm going to treat everybody with respect. So if you're in here to troll, just please, go away. I just don't have the energy all the time. This is a woman-centered space. It's for the ladies. So I do appreciate when the guys come here. I just ask that you fellas just really keep it respectful, okay? Let's see. May I ask a pretty woman, how do you handle conflict with another woman if someone disrespects you? Yes, I can definitely, and I'll definitely talk about some of that today. And I also wrote that in my ebook, You Are a Pretty Powerhouse, right? I talk about that in chapter 6 of my ebook, how to deal with women who are disrespectful toward you, right? Those little dynamics you deal with women that are intimidated by you, or they're just, you trigger them in some type of way. That's in my ebook. It's in chapter 6. It's 6 of you guys in the building. Go ahead and tap the screen for me so we can get started. I thank you guys so much for being with me today. I've had a good day so far. How's y'all day been going so far? I would hope that y'all had a great day today. So let's get started. First and foremost, before I get started with the topic, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you what a pretty powerhouse is. Although I go by that name, I also consider other beautiful women that as well. And all a pretty powerhouse is, she's a woman who's very beautiful. She has great energy, great strength. She's self-actualized. She's very comfortable in her energy. She's very comfortable with who she is. She goes after the things that she desires in life. She's a great manifester. She's, just all these great things, the power of influence, someone who is very confident in herself and her abilities. She's highly skilled, like just all of these different wonderful things. That's a pretty powerhouse in a nutshell, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start with today's topic of stay pretty and detached. So I made a video earlier when I was running my errands earlier today about how you're treated when you are a very unique person. You stand out, right? You march to the beat of your own drum and you do things your own way. You typically get made fun of or picked at or even bullied almost for living in your truth. And the art of detachment will help you not internalize that. So being detached is when you take the emotion out of a thing or a situation take the emotion out of it. And it's not to say don't have any emotions. It's that you acknowledge the emotion you have, but you take the emotion and you turn it into something positive for yourself, right? That's how you detach. You can't internalize things that people say about you, right? Especially when you're pretty. Because when you're pretty, when you're attractive, when you have a light on you, there's always going to be someone that's going to come in and try to derail you or say something to you to stop you, okay? You would make a wonderful big sister and our mother. Great advice. Thank you, honey. So that's what this is about today. My video, like I said, I made earlier. I woke up this morning and like a lot of things just started coming back to me about things that people used to say about me when I was growing up, you know. I was considered lame because I wasn't into the shit that everybody else was in. And I was very self-aware, you know, when, especially as a little kid, I just was like really into me, right? And what I liked, and I didn't really want to do what everybody else was doing. And I got picked on a lot for that. I got picked on because I didn't want to be like other people. And it took me a very long time to learn how to detach, because ultimately what ended up happening is when I got a little older, I really started to internalize what people would say about me. So I did try to shift and contort myself and change myself to make people see me, right? Part of like the people pleasing thing, trying to make yourself palatable or trying to make yourself smaller so that other people would accept you. I did that in my lifetime. I've done that in my lifetime. And I got to a point in my adulthood where I just had to just learn how to stay true to myself and not internalize things that people would say about me. And detachment has definitely helped me with that. Detachment is when, like I said, you take the emotion out of a situation and you take that and you turn it into something positive for yourself. You're no longer, you're blocking the shit that people are trying to do or say about you, or a situation that can cause you to feel low for a length of time, right? You're more in control of your emotions when you're detached. People can't move you and shake you when you're detached, because you understand your emotions and you don't allow outside forces to dictate what you do with those emotions. And people don't like when you're detached. When you are sure of yourself and when you're confident, along with being pretty, when you have those qualities, you are going to irritate people because they want to be able to control you and rock your boat and get you out of character. And you cannot allow people to do that to you as a pretty girl. You can't allow it, right? They're always going to be trying to see if they can get you upset, right? They can get you mad. If they can say something to make you question yourself or doubt yourself. And it could be the smallest of things, but people will try to do this. And you have to know how to detach, because no matter what, there's always going to be someone trying to derail your process, trying to stop you from what you're doing, or trying to convince you that you're not beautiful, or that you don't have a light, that you're not special, and you don't have good qualities. There's always going to be someone in your life trying to do that. Always. When I accepted that about life and about people, it helped me detach, because I know that the average person is miserable as hell. The average person is miserable, right? They're miserable. And you're not average, right? You're not average. Excuse me. If you're in this space, you're not average. If you're in this space, you vibrate at a very high frequency, right? You have a very high vibration, and you're able to digest and understand what I'm saying. So by you watching this video right now, you watching my content, you're vibing high with me, right? So you're not on a low vibration. You don't allow people to knock you down, right? You are able to rise above that. And that's very, very, very important in your journey in life. You can't allow people to do that. And they're going to try it. They're going to try it at work, right? Like that young lady just talked about mistakes that she made at work, right? It happens a lot in the workplace when you're attractive. You have to be able to detach. You have to be able to not internalize things that happen. Because the only thing you can do is control how you react or how you respond. And you can't allow negative things or negative people to derail you, stop you, or trip you up, because that's the goal, right? The entire point, the entire plot is to try to sabotage you or get you to sabotage yourself. And we don't allow that here, right? The number one way to detach is understanding that most people are miserable. When it comes to people telling you negative things, the number one way to detach is knowing and understanding human psychology, and that most people hate themselves. They hate their life, they hate their job, they hate everything. So they're gonna come to you with hate because you're up here vibing high, right? You're on a high vibration and your light is bright, you're shining, and you have all these low vibrational beings that hate everything. They see that light, they see you, they admire that light, so they come toward you. But then there's so much negativity in them that the negativity comes out. Thank you, Kim. The negativity is going to eventually come out because that's what's in them. You can't allow that negativity. Is it Itasha? Hey, you can't allow that negativity to penetrate your energy field, right? This is all like, this is metaphysical, it's spiritual, it's all of that, right? You can't allow the negativity of other people to penetrate your auric field. What's that? That's the energy, that's the electromagnetic field around you, right? 6 feet, like they said for the panorama. I'll just say that. When the panorama talked about 6 feet, that's the amount of energetic space between you and everyone else. That's how far your auric field goes. So within that 6 feet, you have to make sure that your aura is cleansed and clean. And when you are operating with a clean or cleansed aura, that's when you are not allowing people and their bullshit to penetrate it, right? That's how you detach. Another way to detach is to know that everything is temporary. It's all temporary. All the crap that you're going through in life right now, it's all temporary. There is good on the other side of it. That job you do dislike, all of the stuff you're going through, your bills, you're trying to figure out how to pay this, you're trying to figure out how to do that, it's all temporary. It's all going to work out. You can't allow those situations to penetrate your auric field or how you feel about your life and yourself to make you go down. You can't allow it. You can't allow it. Can't allow it. If you're going to truly be a powerhouse, you have to be very tapped into the power within yourself. If you're going to be a pretty powerhouse, you have to be very aware of yourself and your own personal power. And understand that you can't control things outside of yourself. You can only control the things within. But when you allow the things without to control the things within, then that's where you have a problem. So this is where you allow people to get you so upset that you act completely out of character. You've allowed that person to rock your boat, move you, trip you up. And we make mistakes, right? We're going to make mistakes for the rest of our lives. But when you learn detachment, when you master the art of detachment, you have a lesser chance of allowing outside forces to dictate how you respond or react to a situation, right? This is a perfect way to detach is to ignore people. Like if you're dealing with people and their bullshit, right? The best way to detach is to literally ignore people. I've said it many times. As far as dealing with jealous women, like if you're a beautiful woman dealing with a jealous woman, the best way to deal with that situation or to handle that situation is to absolutely ignore her. Oh, we got 888 likes, y'all. I love that. You have to ignore a jealous bitch, okay? Like you really have to. You have to pretend that she does not exist. This is how you detach. You can't spend your days and nights trying to figure out how to conquer that situation. The way you conquer that situation is to ignore it. You have to ignore her. Now, be aware of your surroundings if you're around her, like if you work with her or if she shares spaces with you somehow, right? But you have to ignore people like that, right? You really got to ignore people any fucking way, to be honest. When you're pretty, you know, there's always going to be somebody in your shit trying to get in your business, trying to get in your life, trying to get in your space to try to mess stuff up. You really got to pay people dust. You have to ignore people. That's the number one way to master detachment. You have to ignore people. You have to. You know, you can't respond if somebody wants to say something negative to you. Try to go back and be petty. No, because what you're doing when you respond to a person in that manner, all you're doing is giving them the attention they want from you. People don't care if attention is good or bad, right? They just want attention. People just want attention out here. That's why you have trolls that get on your comments, in your comments under your posts. Excuse me, right? They get in your videos, they come to your lives, and they troll because they want that attention. They want your energy, right? They want to siphon your energy. When you're pretty, everybody wants a slice. So they will come in your direction trying to take something from you, try to take energy from you. So this is why you have people that purposely do stupid shit because they want you to respond. Your response is going to fill them up. Your response is going to give them energy. It's going to energize them. And you want to make sure that you don't do that. So this is why you ignore people. You have to ignore people. We had 1,000 likes and I absolutely love it. Thank y'all. You have to ignore people. This is how you stay detached. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but the art of stoicism, right? And being stoic is when you basically, you follow this philosophy of stoicism when it's not that you don't care, but you learn how to react. Instead of reacting, you respond. And you do more observing than reacting. Hey, Pretty Powerhouse, I purchased your book. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Charlene. I'm so glad you got the book. You will enjoy it. Leave a review. If you can find the little review box on the website, leave a review for me, okay? But stoicism is basically when you learn how to master your emotions, right? I think this is such a great way to elevate, right? Or ascend. You have to master your emotions. You will get very far in life if you master the way you respond to stuff. This is going to help you with how you handle conflict with your relationships with other people and how you are in different spaces like professional spaces and stuff like that. If you master your emotions, you master yourself. As a woman, if you master your emotions, you master yourself, right? So you have to be detached. Don't allow people to rock your boat. And I know, I try to stay away from relationship advice because I'm a lesbian and I know there's a disconnect with that. But you ladies that like to deal with men, if you're going to deal with men, you must be detached. You cannot allow that man to totally have you unglued. You can't do that. You're completely unglued and unhinged. Like you can't allow yourself to get to that point. You can't allow anybody to get you to that point. Don't allow it, okay? I don't even tolerate it for my children. I don't allow it. There are some things that I no longer allow people, anybody, to get me to a certain point where I feel so much emotion that I'm about to get unglued. Like, no. And this is how you master your emotions. This is how you master detachment, right? Does anybody have any questions on a situation you may be going through where you need help with mastering your emotions or learning how to detach? Thank you, friend. Anybody have any questions? I think someone said earlier something about a jealous woman at work or something. Because I know I said to ignore, but I can tell you exactly how to ignore if you need help at work or something. Because I know I said to ignore, but I can tell you exactly how to ignore if you need help But can y'all hear me? Because I just had a phone call. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Red heart in the chat if you can hear me. Hold on. Okay, good. Because I don't know. I just had a phone call. I hate when I get a phone call when I'm going live. But you want to make sure that you are in control of your emotions. Like, let's say you're dealing with a toxic family member, and I know that some of y'all can probably resonate with this. A toxic family member, that one aunt, you got this auntie that she likes to get under your skin and say little condescending stuff to you, right? Because you're really pretty, you're really attractive. And she's jealous. You've been knowing that she's jealous of you since you were a little kid, So she'll say a little things, about your outfit at the family gathering, right? You think you're so much wearing that little skirt today. Like, real ladies don't dress like that. You know what I mean? Or who do you think you're getting so cute for? It's just the family here. Why do you have to be so dressed up in front of family like that? Like, who? You spend too much money on your clothes, or you spend too much money on your shoes. Those shoes look really expensive. How much were those shoes? Because I remember a time when you needed help with your car note. Like, they'll say little shit like that to you, especially if you're really attractive and they've just been jealous of you for a long time. They'll say little things like that to try to get you to react so that they can take some of your energy. And you really have to, it's two ways you can handle that, right? So you could be witty and tell her something right back. Just throwing shade at you left and right. Just throwing shade. So you can either throw shade back, which is what most women go for. Most women would throw shade back. But you can literally just pay her dust and ignore her. Like, have her talk to herself. Girl, his mom tried to say, I never asked my husband for anything while I was walking with a bunch of new clothes. That's because she was jealous that her son, which she probably sees as her husband, she got upset that he did nice things for you. Because it's some women that's weird like that have those weird, incestuous thoughts about their sons, that they think their son is somebody's taking their husband away from them when their sons grow up, move on, and get married and stuff like that. She's probably jealous, just jealous because her son did something nice and special for another woman, because women are just competitive by nature like that. You know what I mean? He betrayed me for her. Yeah, you want to stay away from guys who have those whose mothers are really attached like that. Just no. No, absolutely not. But those, those strange dynamics that you may have with your older family members, or just family members in particular that show signs of jealousy, you really have to ignore those people. Like, you have to deny access. You have to deny access. So just because y'all are family, it doesn't mean you need their phone number, and it doesn't mean you have to be at every family event. You know what I mean? My close friend liked my ex-boyfriend picture. I cut her off. She keeps emailing me. She loves me. No, she just wants to keep contact with you and keep tabs on you to see how she can become you. I can understand, like, if all of y'all were already friends, you know what I mean, and she liked the picture. But if you feel a twinge that she was doing something a little weird, then I would go with that. You know what I'm saying? She met him through me. Okay, well, that's weird. Because what the hell? No. I can't really remember a time ever adding my a friend of mine's significant other on my social media. Like, I see y'all when she posts y'all. I don't have to be on your shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But people be knowing what the hell. People be knowing what the hell they doing. They be knowing. Or maybe you have a situation with your mother where your mother says condescending things to you, or your mother is trying to control you. So a good way to detach, and I've seen this talked about somewhere on TikTok, to decenter your mom, meaning don't make your mother the center of your world. I think once you decenter your mother and don't make her the center of everything that you do, it'll be easier to deal with her. Hey, Alaska, it'll be a lot easier to deal with her. And I like sometimes when I do these lives, like young ladies that come in and talk about, you know, their relationships with their mom is strained and it's not, you know, they don't have the best relationship. Because I didn't always have the best relationship with my mom, you know, growing up. But I've learned how to detach. I've learned how to detach with her and not centering her, making her the center of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have to be that way. So with your mom, sometimes you have to be that way. Like I don't make my mother the center of my life. I don't. And I love my mother to death. And I think that's what makes our relationship work, honestly. I think that's what it is. What makes my mother and I's relationship work is that I don't center her. She's not the center of my world. She's not my top priority. She's not the first person I talk to and the last person. It has to be you. You have to be at the center of your own life. You have to be the center of your own existence. And that may sound super selfish to people, but who fucking cares? And that's the art of detachment. You really can't care what others think. I really want to dive into that. Like the art of not giving a damn, like not caring. Like you really can't. If you want to make it, right? If you want to be successful, you cannot care about other people's opinions. You can no longer center other people's opinions over your own. There are so many pretty girls out here who really want to do great things, but they think everything is embarrassing. Why do you think everything is embarrassing? Why are you scared to step out and do new things or try something, right? Why are you so afraid of everything? Because you center the opinions of others. You want to look a certain way to people. You want to be cool, right? You too cool for school. You don't post nothing online, but you want all these followers. Well, if you want a lot of followers in order to make money online, you gotta post. Too cool for school. You don't do nothing. You know, you don't go nowhere, but you want to be able to go places. Well, you gotta go somewhere, and you don't want to go nowhere alone, right? You too cool to go somewhere by yourself. Like you know what you can't give a damn. I was watching this video earlier on TikTok. It was this little guy. He was like he was wearing this cute little top, kind of like what I'm wearing right now. And he was like basically people was asking him like, why does he post so much on his TikTok? And he was like, you know, because he had only a few followers on his page. He's like, they was asking him, boy, you only have a little bit of followers. Why do you post so much? And he was like, because I'm a certified diva. I don't give a damn. Like, I do this for me. And that's how you have to be as a pretty girl. You can't give a damn what people say. You can't. Because people are going to say something regardless. People are always going to have something to say. They're always going to say something. So you have to continue to do you. You know what I'm saying? If you're a pretty girl, you really cannot center other people's opinions. Your opinion is that's the priority. Hell, that's the only thing. Your opinion is the only opinion that matters. You can't be swayed whether it's good or bad. You can't even let good compliments penetrate, right? Because people are fickle. They'll love you today and hate you tomorrow. So you can't allow yourself to be, to fall prey to what other people are doing. It has to be about you. So if you want to try something new, you can't care about what other people are doing. You want to color your hair a different color. You want to try a different aesthetic. You want to, try a different kind of makeup, right? You want to wear bright color makeup or something. You want to try a different nail shape. You want to try to wear different kinds of shoes. You can't allow the opinions of others to matter so much. You just got to do it anyway. Y'all think I give a damn about people not liking the content that I create? talking about pretty girls all day long, all my content is geared toward pretty women. And I do that on purpose. I do it on purpose. If a woman comes across my content and she gets triggered or irritated, she don't think she's pretty. And my content not for her. And I don't feel a way about it because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I make my content for who it's for. You know what I'm saying? You have to be like that. The good compliments are usually for themselves to feel good, for uplifting someone. It isn't about you. Exactly. Exactly. So you really can't be moved either way. Because as long as you're comfortable with yourself and you know who you are, that's all that really matters. That's what matters. Who do you say you are? Who do you believe you are? That's what matters. It doesn't matter what other people are saying because people are fickle. They change. People change too much for me. So I can't go by what other people are saying. You have to go by what you say. And you have to make sure that what you say about yourself doesn't change. And if it does change, it's because it gets better and better and better. It's you versus you in all contexts. Exactly. Exactly. You can't internalize the shit that's going on around you. Because there's always going to be shit going on around you. But what's going on in here? How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about your life? You better tell them that's the same energy Beyonce gives and now took over country music. Right. Hey, Mo the writer. Beyonce has a strong sense of self. Very strong sense of self. This woman does not care. You have to have a very high level of audacity in this world if you want to be something. Right? If you really want to be something in this world, you have to have a very high level of audacity. I am that bitch and ain't nobody gonna tell me different. I am that girl and I'm gonna do whatever I can to make sure that my life is the way I want it to be. I am able to achieve everything I want. Anything I want, I can have it. You have to have that mindset. You have to. Or the world will chew you up and spit you out. You have to be on that level, right? And that's why I wrote my ebook, right? That's why I do my coaching sessions. That's why I create this content. Because we need a constant reminder as beautiful women to keep going. Because there's always somebody in the fucking background trying to tell you to stop. There's always somebody in the fucking background trying to tell you you're not pretty. Or trying to tell you think you all that, right? Trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying, that you bougie, right? Thank you, honey. There's always somebody in the fucking back trying to tell you who you should be. This is why I make this content, because we need a constant reminder. Because if you let it happen a little too often, it's going to bring down your morale. You're all that, a bag of chips, the candy bar, baby. You are the meal, the supper, your breakfast, lunch, dinner, all right? You all of that. You the dessert, okay? You are the plate, the glasses, the cup, the fork, the knife, the restaurant, the chairs. You the whole fucking parking lot. You are the entire building. Like, that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? I saw a post on Facebook earlier, and it said people, you know, it basically said something about, you know, people think that, you know, when they come in your life, they are bigger than your program. And they're not. They come in your shit trying to make themselves the center of your life. Thank you, Rail. And that's not how it goes. Make sure y'all get y'all heart me, okay? It increases your you get engagement points on TikTok, and it makes your views go up when you get your heart me, okay? Make sure y'all do that. But I shared that post, and I was just like, this is my fucking show. This is your show. You know? You are the fucking director. You're the producer. You're the production company. You're the editor. You're the creative director. You know what I mean? You're the stylist. You're the makeup artist. You know? You're the script. You are the star of the show. You are the show. Right? I have to add money to my TikTok. Add a girl. I just received a form of discrimination trying to get a job because of the color of my skin. Wow. Wow. See? Mm-hmm. But guess what? Guess what? It's so many other jobs out there. It's so many other places of employment out there. Period. Or maybe that's your sign to start your business. Like I tell all pretty women, if you are pretty, you need to be working on that business. Like you really need to. Have your 9 to 5, keep your 9 to 5 for as long as you can. Take some of that money, invest it, right? Invest it into a Roth IRA. Invest some of it into a high yield savings, right? Build your money up and start a business. That's probably your sign to start a business. That's probably your sign to start a business. But this is your show. This is your program. Don't let nobody come in your life trying to shake shit up. Because they'll do it. They will really try to come in your space and shake it up. Hey, Classy Nails. You can't let people do that. Women will do it, trying to act like they want to be your friend when they really just want to sabotage you and become you. If you date men, men do it. Trying to, they admire your free spirit, right? They admire how powerful you are. And then when they get with you, they try to stifle you and keep you in a cage, right? You can't let nobody do that to you. People love a free spirit until they realize they can't control a free spirit. When people realize they can't control a free spirit, that's when they start getting aggravated. When they can't control a powerful woman, that's when they get aggravated. When they can't control a powerhouse, somebody with ambition, with goals, that know who they are, they're confident. When people realize they can't rock you, that's when they get mad. Thank you, Nikki D. That's when they get upset. They get real upset, and this is why it's so important to detach. You have to detach, because there's always gonna be some bullshit. You're gonna always deal with some type of bullshit as a pretty girl. It's like you wake up in the morning, it's like another day, I'm beautiful. I'm going to just go out there in the world and make shit pop because I know I got opposition, right? When you pretty, you automatically got ops, period. You got haters. If you ain't got no haters, you need to get some. If you ain't got no haters, you need to get some. That means you ain't doing nothing. If you ain't got no haters right now, I need you to go get some. Right? Because your haters are gonna motivate you. They're gonna power you up so you can really pop some shit. Get out there. If you ain't popping shit right now, I need you to go out there and pop it. Like for real. You need to something. Do you think it's okay to walk away and not speak to people you don't like at all? How do you feel about that? Miss K, how do you feel about that? What do you do whenever you face somebody or you're in a situation with someone that you don't like? How do you handle that? How do you handle that? Because me being in somebody's face I don't like, that ain't what I'm not even gonna be in the same room as people I don't like. So it ain't even about me walking away. I'm not even in the building. I'm not even in the building. Right, I don't want to deal with people I don't enjoy. When I used to get invited out a lot, I would always ask, who's going to be there? Because if it was people that were going to be there that I didn't personally like or fool with, I wasn't going. Because I'm a big believer in protecting my peace. I don't care if they're on the other side of the room. I don't want to be in the same building with them. I'm not going. And people would be like, that's crazy. Oh, just go ahead. You ain't got to be around them. I don't want to be in the same room with them people. Where you get that Barbie purse from, I do not remember. I got it for my birthday, but I don't remember where it's from. And I've even tried to look around if there's another one out, and I have not seen it. I'm so sorry, I don't remember. I know. You can feel that negative energy, right? And you don't want that negative energy to mess with your energy. You don't want it to mess up your energy, right? So this is why I'm very careful with where I place my energy, with where I am. I don't go to everything. I don't take every invite. I don't say yes to everything. I say no to a lot of shit, right? And then most of the time I don't have to say much because I don't get asked out anymore. Like, not like that, no. Especially since I moved away from my home state. Like, I definitely don't. You have to protect your energy. You are absolutely right, Miss Classy Nails, because as an attractive woman with a light, there's always somebody that's going to try to siphon your energy. You don't know why they're inviting you. I'm very skeptical of people, especially with all the spiritual attacks I've experienced. You don't know why they're inviting you. They could be trying to invite you for a whole humiliation ritual, right? Humiliation ritual. That's when a group of people get together and try to embarrass you, right? Or smear your name in front of an audience, right? In front of people, right? You go to a party and your friend, right, decides, your friend and a group of these other people decide to get together and talk about a very embarrassing thing that you have going on in your life in front of the whole party. Humiliation ritual, right? Smear campaign, when people start lies and rumors about you to ruin your reputation. They do the smear campaigns at work, right? They'll lie and say that you're sleeping with a coworker, and now everybody looking at you like you sleeping with a coworker, and it's really not even true because they're trying to damage your reputation because they're jealous of your appearance. My family used to treat me like that. All of them team up on me, right? And it happens a lot when you're pretty, when you're attractive, and when you have that light on you, when you have that aura, that pure aura, right? When you have that on you, it's always going to be people, a group of people trying. You know you're powerful when there's always a group of people trying to stop you. When there's a group of people trying to come against one person, you know that's a powerful person. How is 4 or 5 of y'all against one little me? That's crazy, right? But that's what people do. That's what people do. That's the type of stuff that they be on. And this is why you have to detach. You have to detach. You have to separate yourself and wonder why I don't be around them. They negative, right? Because who the hell want to be around that negative energy all day? Nobody want to be around that. Just around a bunch of negative family members that just want to talk about you the whole time. They asking you all kind of personal questions about your personal life, right? Making little remarks about your outfit and talking about your past, right? They love to do that. Family members that's jealous of the pretty girl, right? They love bringing up your past. Have you to separate yourself? You have to, goddess. You have to separate yourself. And they'll even say you're bougie because you don't go to all the events. I don't really be seeing you. You don't be, because I want to be peaceful. I want to be at peace in my life. I don't like dysfunction and chaos like y'all. Y'all like all that stuff. Y'all fuss, y'all fight, y'all cuss each other out, and then y'all want to get together for goddamn Easter. I don't want to do that. Y'all want to get together for Thanksgiving and Christmas and the family reunion and all that. I don't want to be around the dysfunction, you know? And then it'd be stuff, something may have happened to you when you were younger and everybody brushes it on the rug, and then they want you to be around the person that caused the offense against you. And then if you say something, you're causing trouble in the family, right? You don't want to be around that shit. Who want to be around that? Who wants to be around that shit? See, and don't care. I keep my peace. I'm not bougie. I clearly don't. Right, you're not bougie. Y'all don't vibe the same, and that's okay. I had to distance myself from certain ones because it's only negativity when she speaks. Right. I've been told sometime because I don't want to be around all the drama. They will definitely call you sometime when she thinks you don't speak, you don't do this, you don't come around. I don't want to be around y'all. Y'all negative and y'all messy and y'all miserable and y'all ain't got no life. I don't want to be around that shit. Living in the same house, 20-some years, it looked the same. You don't change nothing up. You're working the same job. You're doing the same shit. Y'all have the same conversations. You got the same haircut since 1987. Y'all doing the same shit. I'm on different stuff. Then you Hollywood, right? When you don't think like other people that you grew up with, you Hollywood now. Oh, she too good to be around us. They'll make fun of you, or, if you have a higher economic status or you into other things that they're not used to, you too good now. You know what? I am too good. I'm too good for a lot of shit. I am too good now. Right. You just like looking good. Right? What you getting your nails done all the time for? Why you always going to these places? Oh, you don't do this, you don't do that. Da, 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 da. Well, you need to be saving that money instead of spending it on all them shoes and handbags you be buying. What the fuck my money got to do with y'all? Y'all ain't getting none of it. And don't call me for none because I don't have it. Right? Don't call me to ask me to pay your goddamn, help you pay your goddamn light bill because I don't have it. I had a family member laugh because I said I was going to start going to church. Right, they laugh at you when you try to better yourself because they're stuck in their situation. Hey, butter enthusiasts, right, they jealous, classy nails. I've experienced that so much. Girl, I'm telling you. Anytime, and that's not even just family, right? That's in community, period. When you're in a certain community of people that all think the same, and then you are the outlier trying to do something different, you will always be made fun of. Always. Because you are different. Because you are unique and special, and you want more out of life. You want to do something different than what you've seen. You want to do things differently. Now they call you Hollywood now. You Hollywood. Oh, you think you all that. I actually do think I'm all that. I don't know why you don't think that you're all that. But that's not my fucking problem. Right? Most of you in here, you're probably the Beyonce of your family. If you are in this community and you feel what I'm saying, you're probably the Beyonce of your family. I'm the Beyonce of my family. It's very obvious that I'm the Beyonce of the family. It's just very obvious. It's very obvious. Let me see. Don't get me started. Oh, Miss Job Turkey, I love you. They have low self-esteem and hate because we love ourselves. Right. It is them family pictures, baby. You can just look and tell who's the Beyonce and who's not. Okay? And I'm pretty sure if you're in this chat right now, you are the Beyonce of your family. You just stand out. There's something very unique about you. There's a light on you and you look good. Period. Girl, I was adopted by my auntie. She left me this big house now. The family jealous. Of course they're jealous. Of course they are. I've been divinely guided by God to help people heal on their timing. I was hated and, touted as a kid. So I put myself into my craft and not everyone like, oh, Mind you, I was always too good before everything. Exactly. I've been too good for a lot of shit. They wait until I come to the event. I moved out of the hood and into the suburbs, and my family said I'm trying to be like white people. You see, it's that type of shit right there. That right there, A5. That shit right there. When you are different, especially if you are in the black community, if you're not doing degenerate bullshit and you choose to do better things, you're trying to be like white people. I'm so sick of it. It really pisses me off. Like my video I talked about, I've been called lame. Hey, honey, you read the whole book? Thank you, Miss Shay. I've been called lame my whole fucking life. You want to know why? Because I wasn't into doing degenerate bullshit. That's why I was called lame. I wasn't ratchet. That's why I'm not ratchet. Okay, I have class. That's why I'm lame. And I've been lame. I used to be called goody two shoes, right? In my, teenage life and my early adulthood life, I was really into ministry and stuff. I got called goody two shoes, lame for that. And then when I would, I wasn't in church anymore, I would go out to clubs and stuff like that. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. I belong wherever the fuck I want to go. You know what I mean? When you have class, when you have a certain energy about yourself where you know how to act in public, you know how to treat people with respect, you try to be like white people now. When you have class and respect in the black community, you're trying to be white. That is so stupid to me. That is so dumb. That is so stupid. I don't drink and I don't smoke. And I'm lame for that. I'm lame for that. That's lame. What you be doing? What do you mean? I don't have to entertain myself with drinking myself to a stupor and being high as a kite. I don't have to do that to have fun or to entertain myself. There are other things that you can do in life. Hello? Just because that's all the fuck you know how to do it doesn't mean that I have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're not degenerate, you're lame and you're whack. In the black community, as a beautiful woman especially. Yes. You're lame. I've been called that shit all my life. And you know what? I'll be lame. If you like different kinds of music, you lame, right? Don't get me started. If you have a different aesthetic, you're lame. Right? You want to drive a better car, live in a better neighborhood, have your children go to better schools, or you just want different experiences. You're trying to be white. It's so ignorant and stupid. It's so dumb. It is so stupid. They'll make fun of you for reading a book. Oh, that nigga reading. Something up here not right. And what I notice is that people in the black community in particular, a lot of them are fucking stuck in the 7th grade. A lot of them. Just arrested development. You're still a fucking child. And when you try to rise above that, you're lame. You're whack. No, bitch, you whack. Look at you. Look at your life. Look at the things you involve yourself in. I don't fight. I'm not a fighter. I've never been a fighter. I've been in one fight, and that was enough for me. Okay? I'm too cute for that. I'm too pretty for that. Okay? I will call the fucking cops on you. I will. I don't have time, okay? I have the means and the resources to get a lawyer, all that stuff. I don't have the fucking time to be rolling around the ground like I'm fighting for a goddamn... I'm just not doing it. I'm lame for that. I'm lame for that because I don't want to put hands and feet on people. And the real thing of it is, I don't put myself in situations where I got to put hands and feet on people. You won't find me in those spaces because I understand energy, right? I don't roll around in the mud with pigs. I just don't do it. That's just not the life I live. I don't live that life. And I don't have to prove how hard I am in life because I'm not hard and I don't have to be hard. Right? If you're not hard, tough, and all of this other shit, if you're not like that, then you're lame. Right? I stopped fighting a long time ago. I avoid conflict. Right? It's very it's beneath me. Fight? It's so beneath me. Oh my God. Fight? Girl, I am calling the police. I'm putting a restraining order out on you. Okay, I will sue you. Seriously. We'll fight in court, honey. We'll fight in court. Okay? Get some class. You're ghetto. I don't do that. That's ghetto. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. That's fucking ghetto. Get off of the ground. Wipe your fucking clothes off. And go in fucking timeout. Okay? Like, no. Especially at a certain age in your life. What the fuck do I look like? I'm in my late 30s. What do I look like fighting? What do I look like? And I'm telling y'all, I'm lame for that type of stuff. I don't fight, so I'm lame. Lame. Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? And they automatically think because you won't put hands and feet on people that you're scary. I don't give a fuck about you thinking that I'm scary. I don't care about that. Okay? I have things to lose. I have a life. Children. I'm building things over here. You don't have anything to lose. It's so easy for you to just become unhinged and put your fucking hands on people like a fucking animal. Like, no. And if you sue them and when you can request the funds to be taken out of their retirement fund, exactly. That's not lame. You are a classy woman. That's insane. Right. I just don't. I will tell you, hey, the only thing I'll do in a situation where there's a back and forth, you're not going to talk to me like that and I'm going to leave. That's it. I will not allow you to talk to me like that. And then I'm walking away. That's a wrap. That's a fucking wrap. I'm not huffing, puffing, throwing hands. I'm not doing it. What the... Look at me. I don't have to prove how hard I am. Right? It's not a hard knock life. I've been through a lot of shit. But it's not a hard knock life. Because I'm not in spaces where I gotta... Like, you sitting around just punching people trying to get a can of beans or something. I don't live like that. Hello. Like, no. But this is why you have to continue to live your truth in spite of what people think. And that's what really bothers them, because we don't fall for the trap. Exactly, because they want to see you out of character. They want to see the pretty girl fight. They want to see the pretty girl get beat up with a black eye, busted lip. They want that. They want your power. So they'll antagonize you and say stuff to get you angry. And this is why you have to detach. You cannot let other people control you. I am in control of myself. They got shows on it, right? Every show that I've ever seen that's like real popular with, like, you know, the Love and Hip Hop and the baddies shows and stuff, they always target the prettiest girl in the room because they want to see the pretty girl unglued. They want to see her just get so out of place. They always target the pretty girl. The prettiest girl in the room is always the one they target. And so in some situations, that girl feels like she has to prove that she's hard and she's tough, because when you're beautiful, when you're feminine, when you're pretty, they automatically think you a pussy. They think you soft, right? When you're a pretty girl, they automatically think you super soft, you weak, right? That's what they think in their mind. They think you are automatically weak when you're pretty. Automatically. So that's why a lot of those girls on those shows that get targeted like that, they end up fighting, because it's like, well, you're not about to, you know, I'm not about to let you punk me out, so I'm going to have to show you. I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying? But just, you ain't got to put yourself in those situations, baby girl. You don't even belong there. There are places that pretty women do not belong, okay? You don't belong in those spaces. If you're around a bunch of ravenous wolves, you don't belong in the room, baby. Why are you in there? Of course, they're going to target you. You don't look like everybody else. You don't act like everybody else. Why are you in there? Why? You don't even need to be in that space with people. You're in this space with all these low vibrational bitches, right? Just everybody in the room with low vibrational as hell. All they do is what they do, right? And here you come with your pretty face and your pretty aura, and you got it going on. Baby, they looking at you like you're the enemy. You're enemy number one. And they are ready to attack. Low vibrational people just doing shit that you would not even think to be doing, because it's just not your vibe, right? It's not your vibe at all. Thank you, Amanda. It's just not your vibe. You just don't vibe like that. You don't do that. You don't. And they take offense whenever you say, like, this is not my vibe. It's just we're different. I'm acknowledging the fact that we're different. I'm not saying I'm better than you, right? I'm not saying that I'm better than you. I'm saying I'm better than that bullshit you be doing, right? I'm better than that bullshit you be doing. They take offense to that. And since they don't know how to communicate with their fucking mind and their mouth, they want to put hands on you. No. I'm not even going to have myself in spaces like that. That's out. And I can be lame all the fuck I want to. I don't give a fuck. That makes me lame. Oh, well, I got my peace of mind, okay, and my safety, okay? I ain't got to watch my back because I keep getting arguments with bitches. You know what I'm saying? I've had ex-friends tell me I speak proper and pronounce all of my words. What does that even mean? Right. I used to get called a white girl back when I was in school, when I was in high school and stuff, because I know how to speak. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. That's just so dumb and stupid. So only white people know how to speak proper English or know how to enunciate all their words. So you're perpetuating the idea that black people are not smart. They don't even realize the stuff that they say is really stupid as hell. That's stupid. That is so dumb. So it's like, okay, so you agree that black people are not that smart then, right? When you say that. That's stupid as hell. I like to be weird, different from other people, right? You're just doing your own thing. You listen to the music that you like to listen to. You do the things you like to do. You have different hobbies. You have different things that you're into because you allow yourself to be exposed to certain environments. When you know you're dealing with a low vibrational person, when they're really, really closed-minded and they don't have too many life experiences. All they know is what they're surrounded by. They don't understand anything else other than what they see in their environment. You know what I'm saying? I got so much hate for being myself. I'm telling you. You'll get hate for simply being confident around people like that. Pretty and confident around a bunch of closed-minded people, you asking for a problem. Because they'll automatically think that you're trying to be better than them. And it's not that I'm trying to be better than you, bitch. I am better than you. How about that? I am better than you. The fuck? Trying to be better than everybody. I am. I'm better than this. My energy is higher than this. When you walk around with that kind of energy, you irritate people because they don't know who they are. That's not your problem. The fact that other people don't know who they are, they have no individuality, that's not your problem, baby. That's their problem because you've done the work on yourself. You've done your healing, right? You've done the things that you were supposed to do in your own life to get you to the level where you want to go. So the fact that they feel a way about it, that's them. So if you think that I think I'm all that because I'm better than those things or those situations, then I am. You're absolutely correct. Well, you lame. I'll give y'all a prime example. And it didn't get bad or anything. I just noticed that this is what people do. So my wife and I went to an event. This was I think it was last weekend or the weekend before that. And then some people that we saw at the last event we went to, thank you, Digital Boss, they were there as well. So we all went to this little spot after the event to have drinks. I don't drink. I completely stopped drinking last June. And before that, I really wasn't much of a drinker anyway. I haven't had a taste of alcohol for almost a year. I do not drink at all. So, everybody's at the little section sitting down there waiting on their shots. My wife got her, I think she got her something to drink, and she got me a cranberry juice. When I go out, I always have cranberry juice. I got some cranberry juice right here. I love cranberry juice. So she got me a cranberry juice. So the bartender or the host of the thing we were at gave us a round of shots, right? And so the other couple that we were with, that was like our first time kind of hanging out with them like that. So that's whatever. Oh, baby, I don't drink Red Bull. So she was like, "Oh yeah, take your shot." I was like, "Oh no, I don't drink. And my wife was like, "Oh yeah, no, she doesn't drink." And she was like, "Well, just take a sip." I said, "I don't drink." Why do people try to get you out of your element to make them feel comfortable? If you drink, that's your thing. If I just told you I don't drink, why the fuck would you tell me to take a sip? Now, what if, and I'm not saying it is, what if I was a person that was going through alcoholism and I'm on my sober journey? You would really tell me something like that? You know what I'm saying? I already told you I don't drink, ma'am. Why would you tell me to take a sip? To make all of y'all comfortable about y'all taking a shot. That's y'all thing. That ain't got shit to do with me. Because they're not comfortable. Right. You just answered it to make themselves feel comfortable. Right. It's just to make them feel like, I just told you I don't drink. And I said it with a straight face. And I used to hate that back when I was, drinking. Like I would be like a social drinker. So if I would go out to a bar, or if I went to like a kickback or something like that, I'd have one drink. One. And I used to get picked on for that. Y'all know she only gonna have one drink. She don't drink like that. Right? When they start passing out them shots, I go the other way because I don't do shots. Oh man, just take a shot. I said, I don't take shots. Get that shit out of my face. Man, you messing up the vibe. Well, I'll go home now. Because if I don't have to drink myself into a stupor to have fun. And I've never been like that. I've always been very, very keen on that. I never allowed myself to get out of my element while drinking and stuff like that. And that's why I just don't drink anymore at all. I just don't, because it's just like, what's the point? What's the point? If I feel like I want a little bit of a sparkle in my drink, I have me some sparkling cider. Then why do you go? You must have just arrived in the chat. I was speaking about a situation that I just went to. I went to a bar. I can go to a bar if I want to. I don't have to go drink to be at a bar. I can sit at a bar and have a good time because there's food at a bar. I eat. I don't have to drink because I go out. I don't have to do that. I let other people do that stuff. But if I wasn't detached from people's opinions, I would fall prey to every request. And if I wasn't solid within myself, I would just drink anyway because, everybody else drinking, I'm going to drink too. No. I don't want to. Y'all have fun with that. I don't judge people that drink. Have fun, do your thing. I don't do it. I don't like when I say I don't do something and you try to make me do it. Thank you, honey, because you want to be comfortable doing it. No, baby, you do it. That's your shit. Right? Pop your shit, do it. Hey, don't let me stop you. If that's what you do that. I don't do it. And I'm not uncomfortable with you in my space doing it. It doesn't make me uncomfortable because I know I don't do it and I'm comfortable with myself. Like, you do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, they always try to make you do what they're doing so they can be comfortable instead of just being comfortable with themselves. I'm cool over here, baby. I don't have to do the shit that you do. And this is why you just have to be you gotta be confident in yourself and know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you're gonna just be doing all kind of shit. If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. And I ain't falling for shit because I know who the fuck I am. Okay? That's why I won't switch up my content. Right? I don't give a fuck if people don't like my content. Oh, this is a stupid conversation. All you talk about is pretty this, pretty that, da, da, da. Yeah, because it's what the fuck I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about nothing else. This is what I want to talk about. Exactly. It's a preference. I don't want to talk about. I want to help pretty women gain their confidence. That's what I want to do. I don't want to talk about men. I don't want to talk about relationships. I don't want to talk about narcissists all fucking day. And I don't want to talk about how to get money from men and all that other bullshit. I don't want to talk about that. Exactly. Everybody got their own audience, right? Everybody has an audience. This is my audience. We talk about things that pretty women go through. We talk about life as a pretty woman, right? Navigating life at work, with the family, and all kind of other things. This is what we talk about over here. Thank you. I've had people get in the comments talk about how my content, oh God, this content is tired. What about beauty on the inside? I'm talking about beauty on the outside. Now what you gonna do about it? Who gonna pop me? Right, this is your world. Right, they can just go. I'm talking about beauty on the outside. I don't want to talk about beauty on the inside today. I want to talk about looking drop dead gorgeous. That's what I want to talk about. Why I gotta talk about what you talk about? People always try to make you go the way they want you to go and do what they want you to do. No, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. If you look good, you feel good. Right, exactly. And I think if more people understood, they wouldn't have problems with this conversation. If they understood that the clothes you put on has energy. What you do to yourself to enhance your beauty or to, your personal hygiene, personal care, it elevates your frequency. It elevates your vibration, right? You feel a lot better when you wake up, when you brush your teeth and wash your face. You just feel so much better because you've taken care of yourself, right? And then when you put your nice, freshly pressed clothes on, that makes you feel better. You take a bath, things like that. You fix your hair nice, put a little makeup on or your little skincare, whatever, and you go about your business. You're feeling great. You felt better than when you first got out of bed because you've refreshed yourself. Yes, that's them trying to control once again. Like, go on your own page. Right. Go do your own shit. And it be people with no followers, no profile pic. You're not about to get clout off me, boo. You're not about to get nothing out of me. And that's really what it is. Like I said earlier, when people come against you with that crap, they want your energy. They just want to, this is like an energy exchange. They want to take your energy in exchange for their bullshit ass energy. I don't want your dog shit energy. I don't want your dollar store, Walmart ass energy. Get that shit out of here. I don't want that. Energy vampires. Exactly. Just online looking for people to troll. And this is why you have to detach when you're online, especially. Because it's a bunch of people that's just miserable. And they have easy access to the fucking internet. Right? Smallest accessory, lipstick, even lip gloss, make an effort makes a difference. Exactly. You put a pair of earrings on and it's like, you brush your hair really nice, put some lip gloss on, some mascara, that you've elevated. Right? So you have to just do you, and you can't allow yourself to be deterred. You got to just keep doing you. And you do it. And the more you want to do it, the more you want to put on, the better it's going to be and the higher your vibration is going to get. And I feel that way because I'm such a glam girl. I love glam, right? I love glamour. I just absolutely love glamour. So the more I put on, the higher my vibration gets. Like, I'm so serious. That's just how I feel. Oh, we at 8.5K. Ooh, I love y'all. It's 28 of y'all in here. Ooh, I like y'all. But yeah, y'all, if you're gonna be powerful, if you're gonna run the world one day, if you're gonna Sade, thank you. I get that all the time. Thank you. Y'all so sweet. If you're gonna, go after your dreams, your goals, and be this ambitious badass that you are, you gotta detach. Because there's always gonna be somebody, just somebody. Girl, I remember I took this picture, y'all. This was back, this had to be in like 2017. I was at a casino. This is back when I was, living in my home state, Louisiana. So I'm at a casino. I'm in the restroom taking a picture. And I'm going to have to find that picture. But I'm taking my picture. There's a girl looking dead at me with this face like this. Like, I took my picture. I still have the picture. It's saved in my phone somewhere. In the distance, love that red eyeliner. Thank you, honey. She's in the distance in my picture looking at me like this. There's always somebody like that. When you're pretty, when you're attractive, when you got that light on you, there's always somebody in the background just like this. Like, who the hell she thinks she is? I'm me, boo. Who are you? I know who I am, girl. Who are you? And why are you here? Talk about who I think I am. I know who I am. Who are you, sis? Okay? Who are you? I'm talking about she was all, like, it's like she stopped and was just like, I'm going to have to find that picture, y'all. I'm going to have to find it. It's enough out here for all of us to win. I just don't get it. Right. I don't understand. I just don't understand. There's a space for all of us in this world. Literally. When like I always say, you have the right to be beautiful, and you have the right to take up as much space as you need. Period. You don't have to hide yourself. You don't have to dim your light, make yourself smaller, or try to contort yourself to make yourself palatable to people. Fuck people. Always someone talks shit behind my back. Right. There's always going to be somebody in the back talking their crap. Just always. And you can't allow people, you can't allow it to bother you. You have to remain unbothered. And it's not to say things won't bother you, because you're human. Things will bother you. Things gonna get on your goddamn nerves. But you have to remain unbothered, unmovable. You can't let it move you. You can't, for perfect example, prime example, y'all. When I first got on this app, so many people was talking about my teeth. My teeth are crooked and they not the brightest teeth. Well, how y'all gonna listen to somebody who don't brush their teeth? And I was like, don't brush my teeth. What are you talking about? Another girl, well, I didn't accept the comment, but she was like, have you ever thought about Invisalign, like trying to insinuate that I need to fix my bottom row of my teeth? If I really gave a fuck, I would have done something about it. But I don't give a fuck, because I accept the fact that my teeth are crooked, jagged, and they're a little tinted, okay? I don't give a shit, because I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm here presenting as myself. People that like to switch and change, and you trying to tweak everything because you don't want nobody to say nothing, you're not living in your truth, baby. Just live your truth. Because the more you try to improve things, the more people are going to have to say about it. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I get that all the time. Thank you. You don't have to be perfect to show up for yourself. Everything about you is unique. Thank you, Pretty Curious. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have the perfect teeth, the perfect hair, the perfect body. Just be your pretty self. Does having stacked teeth hurt? Now I'm going to ask you this. Are you trying to be funny? Because if you are, you can get out of here. If you're trying to be funny, you can go. Because I think you're trying to be funny. I think you're trying to be funny. Does your face hurt when you wake up in the morning? I really think you're trying to be funny. And I really want you to think about what you're saying to me. Think about it for a second. This is the type of shit that I'm talking about. People will literally come in your space and say stupid shit to try to derail. Now it's on you. Does your face hurt when you get up in the morning? No. I was just talking about that. Crickets. Does your face hurt? No answer. Now, if I gave a damn, and I wasn't detached, I would have internalized that. I know she was trying to be funny. So I made an example. She wanted attention. She got it. Now she blocked. Does it hurt to have stacked teeth? Does your face hurt when you get up in the morning? I still didn't get my answer. Don't fucking play with me. you really got to be that girl. You really got to be, you have to have that energy. Because people are always going to try it. They're always going to try it. Always going to fucking try it. And you got to be ready. Because they always coming. Always right. Always testing. Always coming. Because they want to see the pretty girl get unglued. They always want to see the pretty girl get ugly. I ain't gonna let it happen, boo. They want to see the pretty girl get ugly. I'm too cute for that, boo. They thrive on seeing the hurt. They do. They want to see the pretty girl cry, go through things, suffer in life, be broke, be destitute, be without in life, struggling. That's how they want to see the pretty girl. See, this is low vibration, the type of stuff saying some nigga the shit like, right. Hey, Joy. Hey, girl. I'm telling you, every single day, every time I get on this app, every time I get on live, thank you, girl. Every time I get on live, I got to deal with a troll. Because that's what trolls do. Trolls, they're doing their job. Y'all know trolls live under a bridge, right? The job of a troll is to try to stop people that's trying to cross a bridge. They live under the bridge. And when they see you trying to cross the bridge, they get in your way in the bridge. That's what trolls do. That's trolls. These big, ugly beasts that get in the way of you crossing the bridge. That's what trolls do. So they're doing their job. When they come in your lives, in your spaces, to derail the conversation or to just trip you up or so you won't finish what you're starting. That is their job. Sometimes you got to troll the troll. I report every negative comment right. Sometimes I choose to just be the troll. You know what I'm saying? I become the obstacle in that moment. In some cases, I ignore. In some cases, they need to be made an example out of. Like how I made an example out of that young lady. She needed to be made an example out of. Because she didn't outright come disrespectful, but it had a disrespectful undertone. So since it was very passive, she had to be made an example out of. Because women are passive. They're cowards. Women are very passive. They don't outright say what they mean. They say stuff and you gotta pick it up. You gotta catch the hint. Nah, bitch, does your face hurt? Right. I feel her negative energy through the phone. Right. You have to make an example out of passive aggressive women because they don't want you to pick up what they putting down. No, call it out. Right. I think you're trying to be funny. And since I'm hilarious, I'm going to ask you this. And then you spring it on them. Right? They'll try it. And you can't. When you detach from people and their nonsense, you'll be able to do that. But if you internalize everything around you, it'll be hard to do that. Or you'll feel bad about it, right? Or you'll feel like, well, I shouldn't have did it. Hey, Tiasia, you'll feel like, oh, I shouldn't have said nothing, or I should have just. No, some bitches need to be made an example out of. And you'll know. You'll know. Especially on these apps. Because a lot of times bitches will say stuff and they will never say it to your face. They won't ever. In actual life, they'll never say it. If they saw you face to face, they would never say that to your face. I clocked her very quick. Because I'm like, I think you're trying to be funny. You're trying. I used to feel bad and now I'm like, I said what I said, right. I ain't sparing shit. Because you're trying to disrespect me. So you are asking me to disrespect you now. So let's go. I already knew what time it was. Because, girl, that was nothing but fake concern. Does your stacked teeth hurt? You came in here. Like, you don't care if my stacked teeth hurt. You just trying to acknowledge the fact that I have stacked teeth, which I already just fucking said. So now you're just trying to be funny. And you got to get out of here. And you can feel when some women be genuine, and you also feel when a woman coming with some... Right, you can always feel the shade. The shade is always felt. You can always feel the shade. Right? I don't throw shade back. I just speak facts. I don't really know how to throw shade, to be honest. I am witty. I'm witty, right? So I'm gonna come back quick. But throwing shade, no. I don't like the nice, nasty thing. I just come straight out with it. I come straight out with it. Now, everybody else having a good old time in here, talking about something, and here this disruptive bitch come in trying to get some attention. I hope she enjoyed herself. I hope she enjoyed it. And this is why you have to detach as a pretty woman. You just have to. Because always a butterface bitch, a fucking bullfrog trying to come in your life, trying to tear shit up. If you were in the position where it's a family member, what would be your advice? In what position? Like dealing with a jealous family member or just somebody that's being shady? Like, can you elaborate on that for me a little bit? Or if a family member did that? Girl. It would have been, I think it would have been a lot worse if it was a family member. Like in my face, saying some shit like that. In my face. I would probably still be going in. I would probably still be speaking facts, hurting their feelings. Like still. It wouldn't have just went like that. It would have just been on and on. Jealous family member that hates because you look too good, pretty. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, let's say a jealous family member would have said something about my outfit, right? Well, I don't, I think you reveal too much, in your outfit, or, you wear too much revealing clothes. And I would just be like, I would never take clothing advice from you. You don't know how to dress. Look at you. You wearing those shoes with that outfit? I would just keep going. I wouldn't stop. Like, oh my God, look at your hair. I would never wear my hair like that. I would never take advice from you. Did you get dressed in the dark today? You must have got dressed in the dark today or something. Obviously. Oh my goodness. Wow. Did your lights get cut off? I would just go in. I swear to God, I'm not even lying. I would just go in. Your lights must have gotten cut off because there's no way you got dressed in the light looking like that. You obviously got dressed in the dark. I'm at a point where I want to start putting people in their place. I was always afraid to speak up. Don't ever be afraid to speak up. They bank on you to do that. They bank on you to do that. Yes, pretty curious. The lights must have been cut off dressing like that. Because ain't no way you're trying to tell me how to dress and you look like that. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. No way. Impossible. I would still be going in. And it really depends on how I feel. Like if I feel like being petty, but I'm speaking facts, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. Your family members think they could just do it because we family, right? No, I don't. I don't let it fly me. I don't, especially with family, because just because we're related doesn't mean you can be disrespectful. No, I'm not gonna let you disrespect me because you're my great aunt. Like, girl, I'll cuss you out too. The hell? I'll cuss you out and I'll cuss my little cousin out. I don't give a shit. Because if I know that I'm coming with respect for everybody, because I know I'm a respectful and kind person, I know that about myself. You coming to me disrespectful, like you are asking me to do it. You're like, hey, can you disrespect me? Like, can you talk to me crazy? When you talk to me crazy or be disrespectful, now you're asking me to return the favor. So I have to oblige. I have to, right? I have to oblige. Right? Oh, girl, people will try it. You have to be quick on your feet, and you gotta speak up for yourself. And looking good while giving you what you want. Right, girl. I'm just like, look at me, and then look at you, and then you tell me how I should dress. It's always some older person or somebody that they just jealous. They just always trying to tell you something. Like how when I was in church when I was real young, and those older ladies always telling me my heels are too high, and I'll just be like, oh, well, your heels, you have interesting heels on today. Your heels look very interesting today. That's what I would say. Your heels look very interesting today. I'd be like, wow. Oh, you even at work, I don't see how you can wear those heels. I don't see how you can wear the ugly ass flats. Now in my mind, I'm thinking that, and I just look at their shoes like, it's a lifestyle, honey. When people come at me about what I wear, I usually say it's a lifestyle. That's how I end all the shade. It's a lifestyle, baby. Oh, your nails are so long. How do you do things with those nails? It's a lifestyle, baby. It's a lifestyle. That's what it is. That's what it is. Because they try to insinuate that by you having long nails, you don't have money. Because they all automatically assume that you obviously you gotta have an office job, right? How are you typing? How are you doing things with those long nails? It's a lifestyle, babe. This is being a bad bitch is a lifestyle. Hi, Lauren. They get so mad when you have nails. They get so mad. I was at Dillard's getting some shoes, and I had my little shoes. They always got a sale on their shoes, girl. And every time they have a sale on their shoes, I gotta get some shoes. Okay, so I went, got me some shoes. I'm at checking out and everything, and the cashier looked at my ring and looked at my nails and was like, "Oh, I know you don't do dishes, honey." I was like, sometimes. Sometimes I do them and sometimes I don't. And he started, "Oh, I know you don't do dishes." I'm like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends on how I feel. Right, I wanna get mine longer than this. But I want them curved, and where I go, they don't have longer curved nails. So I'm gonna have to find another place. I don't know. But girl, when they see them long, pretty nails, they get like, they either really intrigued or really, really aggravated by it. Like, how do you handle stuff? How do you do this? How I live my life ain't none of your fucking business. How I wipe my ass ain't none of your fucking business. That ain't your business. Get out of my face. Like, always asking dumbass questions like that. Just stupid, just dumb. Or they think you're not classy because you have long nails. I was about to say something. I don't want to get banned off of my live. But they always assume you're not classy when you have long nails. I don't give a fuck about being classy. Get the fuck out of my face. Right. Nails trigger you? Like, are you that bothered and worried and stressed in life that my fucking nails bother you? Like, go eat glass. Go eat glass. Thank you. Hey. Y'all make sure y'all get your heart me's. But yeah, like, girl, You wear what you want, do what you want. When you're hot and pretty and gorgeous, you can do whatever the hell you want. Like, is it a sin to do pretty shit? Like, right. It's a crime, right? That's why chapter 1 of my ebook is called The Pretty Criminal. They make you feel like you're trying to do stuff. Where did you purchase that cute purse? I do not remember. I'm so sorry. I don't remember. And I've tried to look other places like Spencer's to see if they have it. I've looked for it online. I cannot find this particular purse online. I got it for my birthday last year. But girl, nails a crime, doing your makeup is a crime, wearing heels is a crime, doing your hair nice is a crime, wearing a wig is a crime, wearing a skirt is a crime. Everything you do is a crime when you're pretty. Like, damn, can I just live my life? They think everything that you do, everything that you wear, everything about you is about you getting attention. Babe, I get attention just because I exist. I don't have to do anything extra to get attention. Like, oh my God, please. Just because you think that I'm doing things to get attention because that's what you do, that doesn't mean that that's what I do. Like, I wake up in the morning and I get attention because I look like this. You know what I mean? They always connected to themselves. Right, like it's about them or something. Like, this is, hello, like, no. Like, I get attention and I don't even want it half the time. Like, are you that pressed for attention that you have to like curse every girl that you see out because she's getting attention and you're not? Like, oh my God. Always represent a boss bitch. No harm intended with the word. Like, baby, I'm adorning my body. Right. Thank you, Black Lexus. But yeah, like, let me be the bad bitch that I am in peace. Like, I'm over here minding my pretty business, and here you come with your negativity. Get away from me with this. Like, leave me alone. You know? You at work minding your business, doing you, being pretty. And there's always that one coworker that has to make some type of fucking remark about what you have on that day. Go eat glass. Leave me alone. Like, they don't really do it anymore, but I would come into work and everybody's making comments about what I'm wearing. Oh, she looks like a professor today. Oh, she must be a doctor today. Because I'm a Barbie, right? Barbie, everything I got is Barbie. So they'll be like, well, she's wearing this today, or she looks like this today. And they'll ask me questions about where I got stuff. And I said, y'all must be writing this down in a journal at this point, because y'all ask me all kind of questions about myself every single day. And I said that more than once. And then they stopped because I caught on. They realized that I caught on to the shit that they was doing. If you overly invested in me and what I have going on, you're doing too fucking much. And when I started saying, y'all must be writing this shit down in a notebook or something, they stopped. Because why are you so invested about what I have on today? Are you reporting me to HR? Are you keeping tabs on me? Like, what are you doing? Why are you so invested? That's so weird. I like a teacher, I have suits or matching blazers. I love me a blazer, honey, in a suit. I just think that is just so cute. Not a notebook clocked up session. Baby, I clocked it. Y'all gotta be writing this down in a journal. She wore red lipstick and a red skirt today. And her hair was in a bun. I was like, y'all gotta be writing this down in a notebook. Ain't no way y'all done that invested in what I got going on. Ain't no fucking way. Or y'all marking down what I eat for lunch too. I had somebody always clocking my lunch at my last job. Every time I came in for lunch, they tell, oh, you getting this today. Yeah, she's so healthy. She don't be eating nothing. All she do is eat sandwiches and salad. Like, you could look like this too if you ate salads and sandwiches. You know, if you would slow down on the hall malls, you would probably look like this too. It's always somebody in the fucking distance in the background watching. I'm telling y'all. There's always somebody trying to clock your tea when you're pretty. Every little thing you do is being monitored with a fucking microscope, with binoculars, with a fucking telescope. They got it all. They're looking and they're watching. They're making fake pages. They're doing all of it. That old friend you had from years ago, she's still watching you. She's still watching you. Still, she got like 4 fake pages. She watching you. She watching everything you do because she misses you. She misses your energy. She misses the advice you used to give her. Your beauty tips. She missed all that stuff. She missed how much fun y'all used to have together. So sis is watching everything that you do now. Because you've moved on and you're unbothered. You're not worried about her. She can't move on. So she's watching you now. She's still watching. If you think with your beautiful, powerful self that you can just walk away from people and they not still have that imprint of you on their heart, something ain't right up there. Because are you serious? Hey, D. Nicole. So the topic of today is be pretty and detached. And right now I'm talking about obsessed old friends that watch your page. Baby, they be so hurt when you cut them off. They watching. They're either watching from their fake pages or they're using their friend's page. Till this day, y'all, there's a girl. It's 2 of them. They watch me till this day because of a person that I wasn't even dating this girl. Me and this girl are still cool to this day. They thought me and her were dating. This was back in 2014, 2015. They were watching me and stalking my page to watch me and the girl. Watch me to see if me and the girl was talking. We were never talking. Ever. But she wanted to be with the girl. She wanted to be with my friend. And my friend wasn't paying her no attention. And she found out that we were friends and started stalking me. The girl's still stalking me to this day. It's 2025. This shit was back in 2015. She's still stalking me. I done got married and everything. This girl still stalks me. Still. Her and her friend, they still do it till this day. Crazy. Once they've reached the level of obsession, it never goes anywhere. It doesn't leave. Whatever you do, they will follow. They will follow everything you do. Every social media account, every movement, every whatever. I'm pretty sure she done found me on here. I'm pretty sure she has. Crazy. But you stay unbothered and detached and you move forward. They have too much time on their hands. Right, because their life is miserable. Miserable people have a lot of time. Miserable people have so much time on their hands. Too much. They got time to stalk you. They got time to put you in group chats. They got time to screenshot your pictures. They got time for all this shit. No time to make their life better. Focus on themselves, right? Absolutely insane. Crazy. It's ridiculous. Ooh, we at 14.3K. Ooh, I like y'all. Hold on. But if y'all haven't already, y'all go get my ebook. You Are Pretty Powerhouse. Some of the stuff I was talking about today is in that book. Thank you, Truly Inspired. Some of the stuff I talked about today is in that book. It's only 7 chapters long. If you've never gotten it, that's because they have nothing to lose. Right. I don't trust people who don't have anything to lose. This is why I don't hang with certain types of women anymore. I used to be the type of person that would I allow people in my space because I try to see the good in everyone. And I didn't want to seem judgmental. But the higher I ascend, the more I judge. And I judge because I observe. That's all judgment is. You're observing things. So if I see that you live a certain way that's contrary to how I live, you're not going to fit in my life. If you do certain things that I don't do and partake in, we're probably not going to be a good fit. If you are absolutely man crazy, I'm really not going to, it's just not going to work. Because I definitely don't trust man crazy women. I don't trust it at all. So the more I ascend, the more observant I am. And it's just certain shit I can't. Like you got to know what your limits and boundaries are. You just do. Back then, I didn't have very many boundaries because I didn't know what they were, because I didn't do the work on myself to figure that out. I just allowed things. I allowed people to come in my life, and I allowed shit to happen. And then I'd be like, oh my God, what happened? And you don't want to go through life like that, right? Hey, honey. Let me see. Hold on. I used to give them the benefit of the doubt. Listen, that was something I really struggled with, Tiasia. I would give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And this is how people kept sabotaging me, kept ruining my life, kept starting mess. I was always in somebody's drama because I kept giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. I don't have any benefits to any doubts. So that is out. I don't do it. If I get a twinge that something ain't right, something ain't right. If I get a little hint that you being shady with me, then you're being shady with me. Because why would I lie to myself? Why would my spirit lie to me like that? That's how I feel. Why would my intuition lie to me like that? Because I know I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. I don't think the entire world is against me. I go on in life a very happy person. So if I feel a twinge that you got some janky ass energy, you got janky energy. Because why would my intuition just lie like that? Like, that's the level of self-trust you have to have in order to discern people. I trust myself very much. So I know, like I know it like I know my name. If I feel it, then I know that's what it is. And can't nobody convince me otherwise. Oh, you tripping. Oh, you overreacting. No, I'm not. I'm not overreacting. Why is my body doing this? Why is my body reacting this way when this person is in my space? Right? Why does my heart center burn when this person is in my space? My chest burning up. This person in my space, my chest burning up. Why? Or my gut. I get a gut feeling in the solar plexus, a plunge in the solar plexus when this person is around me. Something ain't right. That discernment is real. Man, I trust my intuition. I don't care if it's a hard plunge or a little twinge. I'm out of there. I don't need something big and drastic to happen for me to know it. If I feel it in my body, that's what it is. I'm telling you. I've been through way too many things trying to just overlook things or trying to be just nice about it. Girl, I need a one-on-one coaching for the quick comeback skills. Book me, girl. You know where that link at? I'll have you writing so much shit down. Writing so much shit down to come back. Look. And I don't care who it is, whatever situation, I gotta come back. Oh, there's always a comeback for everybody. Anybody come against you, I could come up with a comeback, baby. You gotta be quick on your feet. You can't let the trolls, the haters, you can't let any of that stop you, because they're gonna try. They're gonna definitely try, especially online. It's easier. It's so easy to just come into somebody's space online and just be nasty to people because they're not face to face. You know? So it's easy to do that. But in person, I got something for your ass in person. I got that look, that laugh. Oh, I laugh. When somebody being crazy with me, I will laugh because I know I'm about to go in. If I start laughing, just go the other way. Because once I go in, I'm not going to stop. We should set up a live together one day if you want to come in my space. Yeah, girl. And I have to see. Sarge just popped in. We're talking about being pretty. I don't understand no shade. So basically, this is a pretty girl community. So we talk about beautiful women that go through things, just how to, navigate life, gaining confidence, stuff like that. So that's basically what we talk about here. And I know it's not a normal conversation, but that's why I created this community. Sorry, me too. If I start laughing, it's about to get ugly. I'm telling you, I'll message you on the... Okay. If I start laughing, just walk the other way, because it's not going to be pretty at all. It goes from ha 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 to ooh, damn. She said that. Because if you make me feel slighted, it's over. How do you make yourself feel better when the person you were talking to chose down over you? If you know that person chose down over you, then that should make you feel better. They were low enough to choose lower, which means you're high. You're up here. They had no taste. They had no good taste, Miss Esty. Baby, they didn't have good taste. You are an acquired taste, and only the best can have it. That person obviously didn't know what they had. They didn't know what they had. That's how you do it. Like, bottom of the barrel. You're gonna dig in the trash over this. That's your loss, honey, not mine. Because I'm the creme de la creme. You know what I'm saying? If I start laughing, it's going to be bad. But if I cry in person, baby, it's no crying in person, because you have to call the authorities. You have to. If I'm to the point where I am crying in person, if I am in tears, authorities need to be called. Security, somebody. And I don't even let myself get to that point no more. Oh, no. I find that people treat others that aren't attractive way better than people who are. Right, because that person is not a threat to them, CC. It's easy to treat the person that you don't find a threat better than a person that you do find a threat. If you're a threat, when women see a threat, because it's all survival, when women see a threat, their agenda is to take the threat out. So they're going to be negative. But if that woman is not a threat, then there's no need to take her out. She can be here because she's not a threat. I don't have anything to worry about with her around. I don't have nothing to worry about. She's not a threat. I don't have to compete with her, right? Because women don't compete. Women never compete. They try to take the competition out. That's what it is. They try to remove the competition. They don't compete, go head to head, toe to toe. Women don't do that. They try to remove the competitor. So if they don't remove you, that's because you're not a threat. If they don't try to remove you, it's because you're not a threat. So if they trying things to remove you, you're a threat. If they're doing these tactics against you, it's because they see you as a threat and they're trying to take you out of them. Which is wild, because there's room for all of us to lift one another up. Looks faded. Right. Everybody has a lane. Everybody has a lane, but women have this mentality that there can only be one. That's the problem. Because what the fuck do you mean there can only be one? You know what I'm saying? There's so many lanes. I'm in this lane, you're in that one. But you see me in my lane, even though you have yours, but you see me in mine, and you want to take me off my lane so you could be the only motherfucker on the street. Now, ain't that crazy? That's how women think. I don't want her around me on the street, so I'm going to try to take her off the road. She in her lane, but you gonna try to take her out of her lane because you don't want nobody on the same road, street, nothing. That's how women think. That's how women think. It's crazy. Because you could just be minding your business. And here she come. With her bullshit. It's just like, girl. You can't catch a break. You can't catch a break. And this is why you gotta detach. It's always gonna be some bitch in the distance trying to stop you. Always. It's never gonna fail. No matter how many jobs you switch to. Because I know if you're pretty and attractive with that light on you, you've had a lot of jobs because you keep trying to evade the bullshit. It comes with the territory, baby. You're pretty. When you're pretty, you're gonna have a plethora of people behind you trying to pull on you to stop you. It just is what it is. Your hater group. I had a lot of jobs. I know you. I know. Yep. Listen. Red hearts in the chat if you've had multiple jobs in your life because of the way you get treated at work because you're pretty. Red hearts in the chat. If you had a bunch of jobs because you're trying to avoid negativity from people, look at that. This is why I tell pretty women to just start a business. Just start a business, girl. Right. Look all them red hearts. Look at that. You got to keep switching over and over and over again because you keep, congratulations, Erica Nicole. You keep trying to avoid the bullshit that comes with being a pretty girl. Hey, Kendra. You keep trying to avoid it. But that's part of it. That just comes with the territory. You're that bitch. You are that girl. Being that girl comes with having a lot of haters in the back. They're in the back, though. Wow, this makes sense. And when I chose school and a career over partying and lost my friends, of course, because they don't want to see you do better than them. Yes, you started esthetician school. That's amazing. They don't want to see you do better than them. Is it possible for men to be jealous of a pretty woman? If so, how come? Also, new follower. It's very possible because they see the attention you get. Everybody loves attention. They see the attention you get, and they want to be able to control how people see you because they see you on a pedestal, but they want to keep you. They want to keep you at a certain level, and they don't want you getting higher than them. Men don't. They get intimidated by women too. Pretty woman with a lot of power, a lot of energy. It's like, okay, you could be pretty, but like, I don't want you to get all that attention. They try to keep you to themselves. Right? Put you in a box. Hey, Dodger Billets. They try to keep you in a box. You know what I'm saying? And that's just people, period. Because like I always say, you're on a pedestal when you're pretty. And then with the pedestal comes all these expectations. They want you to live how they want you to live. Right? They want you to do what they want you to do. And when you go outside of that, that's when it's a problem. So when you try to reach certain goals that are above the people you're around, they're going to try to stop you. They're going to have something to say. Or you may lose friends. That guy you may be dating, he may have to go because he can't go where you're going. Right? They get very uncomfortable. Very, very. Because it's like you're already pretty. They think when you're pretty, that's all you need. That's it. Like, why do you need to accomplish goals? You're pretty. Like, you don't need nothing else. They think when you're pretty, like, you just have everything. And we know that that's bullshit. Because a life is life, you know? Like, you have to work for what you want, right? They think we don't work for what we want. They think we just get everything because we're pretty. Life is just handed to you, you know? Now, things are much easier because of your advantages being pretty, but that doesn't mean you don't put hard work in. But because they believe that, they're going to make life harder for you. Because they're uncomfortable. They like, well, why do you have to reach all these goals? You're already pretty. You ever heard a friend say that? You get everything, like, you know what I mean? Like they think you being pretty is it. Like, how dare you be pretty and talented and go after things you want to accomplish? How dare you be pretty and smart? In high school, you have a friend, she's secretly jealous of you and makes remarks about her being smart, right? And you're the pretty one, she's the smart one. But then you start studying harder and then you get A's. Now she's mad. She's upset because she put you in a box of being the pretty friend. So when you're pretty and smart, you're taking her, she thinks that you're taking her smart spot. That's how women think. How dare you have a full, right? How dare you be the full package? Hey, Sylvia, how dare you be the full package? How dare you be pretty and smart and intelligent and ambitious and talented and, you have skills. How dare you? You're only supposed to be pretty. You're not supposed to be all this other stuff. That's how people think. That's how people think. They just think, oh, well, she's pretty, that's it. That's it. This is why people hate Beyonce. They hate Beyonce because she's pretty and all these other things. It's like everything she does it with grace. And she's pretty. It's like you can't have it all when you're pretty. It triggers people. It triggers people. You know? Like she's super talented and has surpassed different things in every genre of music. Like, how dare you do that? How dare you be absolutely amazing at everything you do? How dare you? That's how they feel about Beyonce. That's why they hate her so much. Yes, I had a friend. She was gorgeous and got mad because everybody was looking at me in Chipotle. Right. Crazy. It's like, that's why I always say, like, women value attention a lot. And that's okay because we're human and we want to be seen, right? We want to be seen and all that stuff. So when you're dealing with an insecure person who is attention starved or just insecure in general, when they see your pretty self walk in, they feel like you're going to steal the attention. Like there's not enough attention to go around. It's crazy. This was a long time ago. I wasn't even looking or noticing. I'm just trying to get food right. You don't even pay attention. You don't even pay attention to it. You don't even care. You just in life, normal day, whatever. You don't wake up one morning. You don't wake up in the morning like you getting dressed. Oh, I wonder how much attention I'm gonna get. Like we don't do that. We just live. And insecure people think that we think like them. It's so crazy. It's so weird. Like I told the story, this is one of my earliest videos. So I told this story on my page about this lady that many envy each other, right? Women envy like everything. They envy your toenail. They envy everything. So crazy. So I told this story on my page because of how women think when it comes to attention. So I went to Starbucks before work one day, right? And I always see this lady, always. And she usually compliments me on my, what I wear, how I look. So usually when she does that, she'll like say, self-deprecating jokes about herself. And I don't really respond because I know she's just trying to fish for a compliment. And I don't follow that trap. If I want to give you a compliment, I'm just give you one. But if you're like, well, I look bad today, and I'm not about to be like, oh, well, you're beautiful. I'm not doing that. So she asked me where I work. And I told her where I work, because like I said, I'm a personal stylist. I work around a lot of men for their suits and stuff like that. So when I told her where I worked and I work around a lot of men, she was like, oh, okay, so that's why you always dressed up. That's why you always dolled up like that, because you're around men and you can talk to men and flirt with them. And I was like, I'm a lesbian. Oops. You thought I was like you, that you only get dressed up and nice because you want attention from men. Oops, not me, boo. But that's the thing. Women value attention from men, mostly. So she was in her mind, and this is why she would say, this is why she would say stuff about how she looks, because she's competing with me in her mind about her looks. Because in her mind, she thinks that getting dressed up means getting attention from men. I was like, oh no, baby. I'm a lesbian, number one. And number two, this is for me. I do this for me. I get dressed up because I want to look good for myself. I am vain and I like to look good in the mirror. When I look at myself, I like to look good. This ain't got shit to do with trying to impress no damn man. For what? We've all gone through patriotically indoctrination. Some of us, it wears off the older we get, right? And she was a much older woman. This woman had to be in her late 50s, early 60s. But some women don't come out of that way of thinking. They think get dressed as a woman means you're attention for men. It's sad to see when it never wears off. It's crazy, right? It's like you get to a certain point when you ascend where everything you do is for you, because it's you understand yourself, what you like, and you don't concern yourself with what's going on outside of yourself, right? I get it. I get a lot of hate too, right? Like they automatically think that you got dressed up and looked nice to get attention, and it's just like, girl, no. The last thing I'm concerned about is getting attention, because I just want to live. I just want to do my thing, run my errands, live my life. I don't care about attention. I literally do not care about getting a damn compliment from people. I don't care. I really don't. Ooh, let me get dressed up so I can get compliments. That's just not our mentality. We don't think like that. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get 10 compliments today. Like, that's how these insecure women think we think, because that's how they think. I wonder how many numbers I'm gonna get at the bar tonight. That's how they think. When you're pretty and powerful and you have it going on, you're not thinking that stuff because you don't care. You don't fucking care. Ooh, I wonder how many men gonna ask me out. Ooh, am I gonna meet a man that's gonna give me money and pay my bills? Ooh, let's see. Who cares? I put this on for me because I like to look good. I like to put that shit on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so annoying. And then I made that video, put it on my TikTok. A couple of women got under it mad. Well, no. This one girl told me that I was projecting onto the lady about what she said about me, or what she said. And I was like, no, I was not projecting. I know that most women, they value male attention. That's why I told her that. I'm not projecting nothing. I know most women like attention, and male attention at that. Why would she say that I get dressed up every day for work because there's men around? Why would she think that? Because she's projecting onto me. And then the girl kept on commenting stuff, and I was just like, okay, what now? Personal growth? Get off my page, because you don't give a fuck about my personal growth. You're trying to prove a point about a situation that you're absolutely wrong about. This girl I went out with, This girl I went out with was mad. Nobody paid attention to her. It was so annoying. Right. Why do you go out into the world concerned about the outside world? You're concerned about how people respond to you. You need to be more concerned with how you respond to people. No wonder I stopped wearing it to begin with, to avoid the energy, but not no more. Girl, you better put your makeup on and stuff, and do your hair and stuff. But people project onto pretty women all day long because they have all these preconceived notions. And you're not supposed to say anything about it. You're not supposed to speak up about it. You're supposed to internalize it and change yourself. I'm not doing it. I let that lady know that I do this for me. I don't care about those men up there. I don't care about male attention. I just don't care. Yep, I had friends that want to leave the club if nobody talking to them. That's so stupid. So you literally go out so dudes can talk to you. You don't go out for the experience, the food, the music, being with your other friends. Like, that's not, you don't go out for that and just looking cute and feeling cute. You have to get attention from a man to have a good time. Like, that's crazy. So you center men so much that you can't even have fun if a man doesn't give you attention. That is crazy. That's how some women think. It's so sad. It's so sad. Like, there's a life. Thanks for bringing light to this subject. Right, thank you. there's life outside of male attention and validation. I feel like you enjoy yourself much more when you just don't care. And this is why a detachment matters so much. You can't give a damn. I don't care about a man coming up to me saying I look good. What the fuck is that gonna do for me? I don't care about that. You look so nice today. Thank you. And I move on. Girl, yes, I'm so serious. It's pathetic. It's just like, but some women, like I said, they value this stuff. They value it so much. It's like the air they breathe. They need it and they crave it. And when you don't, they don't really know how to respond to that. And you're like, girl, I had a friend like that too. This was so long ago. We went out to a bar and had a great time. At least I thought we had a great time. Because when we got back to the house to, drop her off, she's like, I didn't have fun. And I was like, why? I thought we had a good time. You got more attention than me. And I was like, are you serious? I don't go out to get attention. Like, I thought we were having fun. She was so upset because I got more attention than her. I just thought that was so strange because you don't even recognize it. You don't even care. You're just like, la, 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 whatever, having a good time. No, she was dead set on getting a lot of attention that night. And I ruined it for her. Bro, she was mad the whole night because I was just dancing and enjoying myself. Right. Just enjoy yourself. Why does it have to be about some dude? Like, why can't we have fun as friends and just have fun together? It wasn't like I was going to leave with some guy or anything. Like, no. Or they'll get mad when the guy offers to buy you a drink and not her. But then you tell the guy, my friend would like a drink. They want to be in your place. They want the guy to offer them the drink. They don't want the guy to offer you the drink and then they get a drink too. No. Very male-centered. It is so annoying. I stay away from male-centered women. If you feel like your life, you have to have a male somewhere involved to be happy and stable, just ew. No. Because you're not fun. You are not a fun person. They don't be mad. They weren't offered a drink. They be mad you was offered a drink. Right. They wanna be the one that's offered the drink. If they want it to be them. Even if you get a male-centered woman a drink, she still be mad. Right. It's so strange. It's so weird. It's so weird. You're like, girl, I thought we came here to have a good time. Why, like, get away from me with this. You're mad because I got more attention than you? Are we doing tally marks now? Are you tallying the amount of guys that talk to me and the amount that talk to you? That's weird. OMG, I'm always the one getting my friends drinks, yet they still hate. That's why they hate it. They want to be in proximity to you because they know that you're the pretty girl that can get them in the club for free and get the section and get the drinks. But they resent you for it because you're the one that's making it happen and it's not them. So they want to benefit from you. Right. They want to benefit from you because you're pretty and they know the attention you get is going to benefit them. But they resent you because they want to be the pretty one, getting all the benefits. I stay away from people. I always make the guy buy my friend a drink, but they never work to get me a drink. Oh, you mean like if the friend got a drink, if the friend got offered a drink, that ain't your friend. That's not your friend. Period. She probably was there just to have you as let's talk about it, a sidekick or a flunky. I call it a flunky. When you are pretty, people will try to make you a flunky. A flunky is a sidekick. I call it a flunky. I don't really say sidekick. They try to make you a flunky bitch, right? They want you to be the one that's going to lift them up and help them out, right? The wing girl, right? That's what they want you to be as the pretty girl. You're the flunky, right? Like a woman that treats you like a flunky will ask you to do things that are kind of degrading. She'll ask you to tie her shoe, help her put her shoe on. Can you hold my bag for me? Can you fix my shirt for me? Can you grab my purse for me? It's over there on the chair. They do little things like that to try to knock you down a peg and little girl you. I wish a bitch would try to little girl me. And I've dealt with that in my lifetime. I've dealt with that in friendships where women try to put these tasks on you as the pretty girl because they're really intimidated. So they want to bring you down. They try to, by making you sit number 2. They want you to be number 2. So they do stuff like that. They want you to be the sidekick, right? The flunky. Ooh, come to the bathroom with me. You are a grown-ass woman. Why the fuck do I need to come to the bathroom with you? I'll be right here. You go do your thing, girl. Ooh, fix this for me, girl. Anytime a woman would ask me to hold her bag, I'd be like, you can't hold it yourself? What the fuck I look like? A butler? Is that what the fuck I look like? I'm not no butler. I'm not no maid. Come to the bathroom with me. No. You don't know how to go pee? I'll be over here. When you said down, I heard that accent. Yeah, girl. It comes out every now and again. Come to the bathroom with me. No. I'll be over here, girl. Just come back. Like we're not 13 years old. I don't have to go to the bathroom with you. Watch you fix your hair. I'll be over here. I'm over here. Okay, but if you say I'm no butler, then suddenly you're the one with the attitude. How to navigate that? You got to leave her alone. You have to leave women like that alone because it's always is a power struggle. It's power. It's all about power, women. When they try to assert dominance with you and you assert it within yourself, that's always going to be a problem. So you got to leave her alone. I don't care how fun it is to go out with her. I don't care about the good vibes, the good times. She doesn't respect you. You gotta, if she's putting you in a situation where you even gotta say something like that, she's not a good friend because it's just gonna get worse over time. It's never gonna get better. Especially those in law. Whew. I could only imagine. Oh, yeah, put that over there. Whoo, hold on, time's out. Hey, whoo. You're not gonna be dark, just throwing orders at me like I'm a 7-year-old. Oh, no, ma'am. I've walked out of work for that. When you're pretty at work, they try to put all kind of crazy tasks on you, and you just got to do it because they want you to prove how hard you work. Baby, one day they tried that shit with me at work, and I put all my shit down that they had me do, all these crazy tasks, and I clocked out and I left. That's what I did. And I came back the next day. Like, let's try this shit again. We're going to try this again. Because y'all not about to put all these tasks on me. With impossible deadlines. I got to finish all this stuff by the end of the day. With all this other stuff going on up here? No. You want me to do this project and then the project across the building here. In this department, and then you want me to do something over here and help these customers over here, and you're not about to have me all over this goddamn place. You're pretty, you're not human, you're supposed to know everything and do it well. Exactly, that's exactly how people treat you. Yep, that's exactly how they treat you. And I don't tolerate it. I will walk the fuck out because I know my value. I will walk out. I know my value. I'm not gonna let nobody punk me out or make me out to be a fucking idiot. They'll put you in positions and not pay you for it because they want you to prove yourself. You ain't about to play with me like that. I'm out. Peace. There's other places I can work, or I can continue to work on my business, whatever. I'm not, hey. That's why I got money in the savings, baby. I got fuck you money. Okay? Anytime I want to just go, I'll go. Hey. As a pretty girl, you got to have fuck you money in the savings. So anytime you're in a situation that you don't want to be in, you can just go because you got the means to do it. Until you build back up where you want to be, you build your business or you get another place of employment. In the meantime, with that money in your savings, have some fuck you money, okay? Don't stay at these jobs miserable. Don't do it. Don't stay miserable at these jobs, dealing with all kind of hazing and bullying and stuff. Don't. Get you a savings. Put some money in the savings. Oh no, ma'am. A high yield savings account at that, so you get interest. Put your money up. So whenever somebody start tripping, you can just, hey, I'm out. Y'all ain't about to do me like that. I feel like God is way too abundant to stay stuck somewhere that is messing up your whole nervous system. You could just get out. They be trying to siphon your energy and beauty. Right. They do. And this is why I said in one of my videos, you got to be prepared. On them jobs especially, you got to be prepared for somebody to try to set you up, sabotage you, or do something. That you got to prepare yourself. Have you some money, girl. And if it's possible, start you a business. Yes, I remember in a past job, a coworker asked if I was on my period. And I had to let her know, baby. Oh, God, what I wouldn't have said. Ooh. Calmly, though. I know how to express anger very calmly. Or express, like, advocate for myself very calmly but very firmly. What I would have read her for filth with a straight face. No yelling. Just because you was minding your business. Right. They just want to pick and prod. I would have been like, are you on yours? You look a little bloated today. Are you bloated? Looking a little full today. Ankles looking a little, full. What I would have said so much. Oh my God. Jeez. I wouldn't, baby. The new girl at work over something she learned already and she didn't talk to me. Oh, you wouldn't baby the new girl. Oh, I see. Attention. People that give me that energy that they want my attention, I purposely do not give it to them. Like, purposely. Like, stuff like that. If I know you're in my space to just take and get my attention, I'm going to ignore you. Because get away from me. Get away from me. Like, what is that about? Oh God, that's so. I just got so annoyed because I know what that's like. Like, girl, go away. Oh, I love this tumbler so much. We almost at 20K, y'all. Look at that. We almost at 20K likes. It's 555 over here. I've been catching those angel numbers a lot lately. A lot. It's almost 6. A lot. I've been catching 444 a lot. Yes, an older woman kept saying I should date her son, and he's 4 years younger than me. I had a lady tell me something like that. I was somewhere. Like, girl, no. Weird. Hey, girl. Super weird. That is just so strange. Like, oh my God. Super weird. But yep. Super weird. I was at I was at work and I was dealing with a customer. Now I'm trying to help this lady. And she sizes me up and she's like, your feet don't hurt? Thank you, girl. And I'm just like, I didn't even answer the question, because what the fuck does my feet hurting have to do with what you came in this fucking place for? Like, what do you need help with, miss? How could I help you today? Why are you concerned about my feet? Why do my feet bother you? What, like, your feet don't hurt? You could never look like this. You could never wear these heels. Now, let's get to what you need out of the store. Like, come on. Oh, I don't see how you walk around in those heels all day. I don't, like, of course you couldn't. This is a lifestyle. This is a bad bitch lifestyle. It's every day. This is what bad bitches do. It's a genre, ma'am. Customers are so annoying. Very annoying. Very, 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 very annoying. Oh my God. You'd be like, girl, please. I have my hair braided. I braided my hair. This one lady was like, do the braids hurt? What the fuck does my braids have to do with anything? Why are you asking? And the lady had no hair on her head. I'm talking about skin, scalp. You're talking to me about my braids hurting and you have scalp on your head. There's no hair, okay? Why the fuck are you worried about what's on my head when there's nothing on your head? Like, you are worried about the wrong thing here, ma'am. Okay? Wrong thing. I'm not joking, y'all. The lady had no hair on her head. She was bald-headed. Why you worried about my braids, girl? And you bald-headed. Bald. Wow, that's crazy. People be so pressed for no reason. Right. Like, lady. Instead of saying your braids look nice, she couldn't help herself. The hate had to come out. Right? What he gonna do? Braid your scalp? Girl, look. Now you make me want to watch that movie. What are you gonna do, girl? Braid your scalp? I hated working customer service because when they would ask me a dumb question, I sit there and you have to sit there or sit on the phone like you really asking me this question. This is why when people ask me stupid questions, I repeat it to them and be like, I need you to think about that for a second. Or like if a customer is asking me a stupid question, I repeat the question. Are you asking me da-da-da-da-da? And they're like, oh, well, no, I didn't mean it that way. I meant it this way. Yeah, obviously, because why would you ask me something so dumb? Like, why would you ask me that? I used to punch the air when I worked from home. Not punch the air. I used to work for a call center many years ago. Hey Corey, many years ago. And I had so much fun there because every call I would do different accents. So I made the job fun. And I had all the monitors, like the supervisors, like crying, laughing on the call. Child, like right now my job, and people call with stupid stuff and they fussing on the phone, I give them the wrong name. What's your name so I can call corporate? Girl, I give them all kind of names. I give them all kind of wrong names. You gonna be given a name and they're not gonna know who the hell you talking about. Damn, why didn't I think of that? Girl, I'm telling you, I had the best time when I worked at that call center. All them different accents I did. Be like, hello, how are you? Giving you a call today. I used to conduct surveys. That's what I did in the call center. Giving you a call today about this survey. Would you like to continue the survey today for me, please? And they'd be like, yeah, I would finish the survey like 10 minutes long, 10, 15 minutes long. I'll finish that whole motherfucker with that one accent. And everybody that's listening in, the supervisors would just be cracking up laughing. Y'all, life is fun. I make life fun because I'm witty and silly. Like you have to laugh. Girl, I used to do an African accent. See, I knew I wasn't the only one. I knew I wasn't the only one cutting up on them people's phone like that. But I cut up. You hear me? Cut up. I would get hung up on sometimes. Like if people just don't want to do the survey, they just hang up the phone on you. You dirty bitch. Child. And then the next call come in and I got a whole nother accent. Child, I made that job fun. Whoo, child. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. Long time ago. But I made it fun. I love the nails. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it next. Because I definitely want this shape. And I definitely want this length. But I don't know if I want this color pink. I might do a different pink. But they're always going to be pink. Pink, 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 pink. Thank you, though. Yeah, it's the shape and length. Doing it for me. Girl, I love me a square length. Now, I do love stiletto. But, honey, square, curve, long nails. I was working for the bank call center. Oh, okay. I bet that was fun. I'll be doing accents with that shit too. Just none but accents, just crazy accents. I would do like little small mousy voices. Y'all, I was doing all kind of stuff on them people's phone. And they would just be cracking up like, girl, you are crazy. And I'm like, y'all knew this. Y'all know what y'all dealing with. But I finished them damn surveys. I would always get like, really, really good feedback. I was always finishing them surveys, girl. Child. People take life too serious. It's supposed to be fun, right? That's why I get so dressed up every day, because life is fun. I have fun in life. I have my pink everywhere, my pink Barbie cup. Look, I'm a girl, okay? Thank you, Iceland. I'm a girl, honey. I love to have fun. I love pink. I love glamour. I love all things feminine and cute. Look, I just bought this hat today. I just love just being cute and girly. Love it. I wish this hat was on freaking TikTok shop. I got this from Walmart though. Like every little thing around me is pink and girly. And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That has really improved my mental health. I'm so serious. Having colorful things around me. I think they call it color therapy or something. Or dopamine, whatever, dopamine something, I don't know. But it really helps me out to just see all kinds of cute, like this is my pen. I think it went out. Oh no, it works still. Oh my God, wait a minute. This pen still works. Oh my God, this pen still works. Y'all, it still works. I love stuff like this. I'm into pink Pilates. Okay. And all of my workout stuff is pink. Like I have a Barbie yoga mat. It's literally Barbie. It's a Barbie yoga mat. And I have like pink. I have pink weights. All of my like workout stuff is either pink or black or white, but it's all like pink. I usually wear this Barbie hat whenever I work out. Like when I do my walks and stuff like that. My Barbie hat, hello. Pink shoes to work out in. Like everything is super girly, super feminine around me, everything. Oh my God, let me show y'all this. I got this, I think I got this for my birthday or something. I forget. My wife got me this. I've never written in this book, but I like to decorate it with it. So I just keep it around. The Burn book, right? From Mean Girls. I saw a TikTok where this woman said, when you start to like pink again, you're truly healing. I saw that video too. And she's absolutely right. Like, when I met my wife, that's when I started wearing a lot of pink. Because when we first started dating, I wore a lot of black. I wore a lot of black and red when we first started dating. And then I started to put more pink into my wardrobe. And girl, everything's pink now. My whole house is pink. Pink, 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 pink. It drives her crazy, but I don't care. I told my wife one day, you're going to walk in the house and everything in here is going to be pink. And she was like, oh God. Pink, 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 and girly. Like, everything. Because why not? Why do I have to abide by these mature, oh, you want mature colors and boring, neutral, beige. Girl, boo. No. Pink. Pink and colorful. My favorite two colors are pink and rainbow. If it's not pink, it's something rainbow in it. It makes me feel so cute and girly. Inner child is happy. Right. Like, why? I love it. I love it. Pink, rainbow, and glitter. That's my 3 favorite colors, y'all. Pink, rainbow, glitter. That's it. I love it. Because why not? Why are we supposed to be just... We get older and what? We get boring? Like, no. I don't want to be boring. But that makes me lame. Right? Like how we talked about earlier. Like people calling you lame or something. Right? Glitter. I love glitter. I put glitter on today, y'all. On my eyes. I love glitter. Love it. Glitter, glitter. If I could just wear... I want to just be able to wear... big poofy ball gowns with rhinestones everywhere and glitter. Like if I could just do that every day, oh my God. And like really, really big, long hair pieces. And wigs and stuff. Kind of like how Mariah Carey lives. I love Mariah Carey. She is just such a doll to me. She's so iconic. I love her. Like she literally lives her life like every day is a big celebration. That's how I live my life. Just every day is a big, big celebration. I woke up this morning. Let's get dressed. Did you see the pink glitter shea butter? No. Where can I find it? Is it on TikTok shop? Is that on TikTok shop? I did see like this pink, is it a body? It's a body something. Is that the one? Because, girl, I need that. Whatever that is, I need it. Hey, it's called Skincare Baker. Ooh. I'm going to have to find that. Right? Y'all let me know what's up. Because if it's pink, I want it. And then I'll get it in multiple different shades of pink. I love all shades of pink. My favorite shade of pink is this hot pink, though. Hey, Brittany. I love pink, girl. Like, I gotta have pink. Pink, pink, pink. Oh, I got this notebook, too. I got this from a library, I think. Bookstore. This is a Barbie notebook. I've never written in it yet. And I probably never will, just like the Mean Girls notebook. I'm gonna start walking around the house with my tiara. You better. My tiara that I wore for when I got married is sitting on my mantle right now with my wedding shoes. And I just might start walking around with mine with my robe on, girl. And my little kitten heels. While I'm cooking. Oh my God, today I'm baking cookies. Okay, cookies. I'm baking cupcakes today. Matter of fact, I need to Turn my oven on. I bought me some cake mix, some confetti, the strawberry cake confetti mix, and some pink icing. I'm so excited, y'all. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. If I don't do my cupcakes tonight, I'm gonna definitely do it tomorrow. Pink is a sign we're still connecting with our inner child, right? I love pink. I don't care what nobody say. I love me a good red. You know, I love red. Red is real sexy, sultry, but I love pink because it just makes me so happy. Pink just makes me happy. Like automatically. When I see pink, I get instantly happy. I'm like, oh, it's pink. It's pink. I just might watch Barbie again. I watched it yesterday or the day before that. I watch Barbie every chance I get. I love Barbie. Love that movie because everything's pink. Pink, pink, pink. This mirror that I usually show y'all, I want to bedazzle it. I think I'm going to get some little rhinestones to put on my little pink mirror. Girl, I love Barbie so much. I love that freaking movie. It is so cute. I actually want to bedazzle everything I have, honestly. I want to bedazzle my flat iron. I want to bedazzle everything. Oh God, I'm such a millennial. Oh man, I want to bedazzle everything. I want everything to have rhinestones, glitter, pink, and more glitter and pink. Okay. You have to go?
Yeah, I'm about to go. Okay. You need the laptop?
Yeah, I could use it. Yeah. Yep, I might watch Barbie today. I just might. Did you eat? Why not? You don't want to eat? A banana.
I'll come home with it for you. Do you want it?
Go ahead. I have to fuss at her by eating because she'll just work all day and don't eat. And I'll be like, girl, you gotta eat something. Good thing I cooked already though. Ooh, speaking of cook, I gotta take some meat out so I can cook tomorrow. So it's good you do that. Yeah, cause my wife is such a freaking workaholic. She's the type of woman that's going to, she literally works until she physically can't anymore. Like she has like 3 different jobs. She'll, and I have to tell her, you need to rest and you need to eat. I ate today. Well, I just feel like I need to be doing something. She's a Taurus though, so you know Taurus people, they just gotta go. And sometimes I have to tell her, you need to rest. You need to relax. Just chill out. Chill out. I do my best though. I'm a Pisces. I'm real good at resting, honey. I rest. If I don't do nothing, I'm gonna take a nap. Now I'm a hard worker, but I don't overexert myself. You have Pisces too? Okay, girl. But I listen to my body. When it's time to rest, it's time to just it'll get done. I just need to chill. Just need to draw back a little bit. I get most of my work done like in the wee hours of the morning though. Crazy. Oh, okay, cool. Venus and Pisces, cool beans. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nothing else though. I don't tell business like that. Like where my Venus in and all that, what house is in, you don't know who watching. You know what I'm saying? I've learned my lesson with stuff like that. Cause I had a friend, right, that taught me astrology. Like me and this girl were really close. And I realized that she was, because she knew my chart, because that's how I knew how to read it, because she taught me. This girl was doing like moon magic and stuff with my energy to take, because I started noticing like Hey Lily, I started noticing I would get tired, or I would like not want to do certain things. It's because she was siphoning my energy through astrology. Like she was using my chart to do moon magic to take energy from me in certain areas that she wasn't strong in, and then cut me off. I realized that when she cut me off, that that's what she was doing. What's funny, this is what's funny. She pops up on my Snapchat. I didn't even realize that we were still, she blocked me off of like Instagram and stuff. She popped up on my Snapchat. Like, I don't look at my Snapchat. I just saw the notifications. My stomach is growling, y'all, okay? But then I ended up seeing her on my Facebook. She recently got married. I just got married. I get my messages in dreams. That's how I found out. I found out in a dream that that's what she was doing. I'm glad you're okay. She was probably a narcissist. She was actually severely bipolar. And I didn't find that out until she told me toward the end of the friendship. Yeah. So after that experience, I was like, yeah, I don't share that type of information with people because you just never know. And it wasn't the fact that she was severely bipolar, but very, very intelligent and very spiritually inclined. Very. Like she knew things. You know what I'm saying? That's scary. This is why I'm more of a lone wolf now than ever. Right. Hey, Courtney. Because people you just never know people's intentions. And we were cool for a couple of years. Like, that was my girl. But she had crazy intentions the whole time. Crazy. It's like she knew her astrology stuff and would teach me stuff, right? But like, I have a way of, I get a lot of downloads. So when we would talk about stuff, she would end up getting crazy downloads because in our composite chart, that's the energy we had. I was able to highlight certain things that she couldn't see. I think she had like a crazy placement in her 12th house or something shit. Like, that's the house you don't really recognize stuff in that house. So anyway, so when we came together and would talk about stuff, I would highlight stuff that was hidden from her spiritually. So she started using moon magic to usurp my energy, to encipher my energy so she could be stronger in certain areas that she's not naturally strong in on her own. And I found that out in a dream. Came to me in a dream. I was like, oh my God. That's why she blocked me. She didn't want me to recognize what was going on. People are nuts. They're crazy. So yeah, I know that, hopefully you know that I have good intentions with people that come in here. So that's why I told you that. What did you do? What did I do? I do my protective work. That's what I do. My protection candles and all that stuff. And return to sender. Return to senders. That's what I do. Return to senders and protection work. That's what I do. Major. Matter of fact, I need to start my stuff over. Some of my stuff I was already doing. See, does she try to get in touch with you? No. I just the other day, I saw that she was on Snapchat, and I didn't realize we were still friends on Snapchat because I actually just downloaded back on my phone again. I was like, oh, I didn't even look at the post. But then I saw her on my People You May Know and on Facebook. I'm like, she been snooping. She been snooping. I did that and it worked. Thanks. Oh, no problem, girl. Yeah, you have to do your protection work. You have to. I got on burn right now. Yeah, no worries. I have done astrology readings for people. I love to help, never to hurt. Right. And a lot of people don't move like that. That's another thing I realized. Those spiritual spaces, a lot of those spiritual spaces, like they do tarot, astrology, root work and stuff like that, there are some very vicious people in those spaces. You have to be very careful because there's not, everybody likes to claim they're a light worker. Not everybody's a light worker. People be lying. People be lying, y'all. Lying. And they use people and mistreat people that are they're new or they really want to get information, and that's the people they target because they don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? It's with tarot. It's only one girl I listen to with tarot, and I don't even listen to her all the time. She on YouTube. I made a decision to not get any more readings too. Right. So I used to do them. I used to do astrology readings for people. I used to do tarot, love readings, prosperity readings. I used to do all that shit. I stopped doing it. You speaking the truth because it happened to me. Right. Man, people are cool, man. They're crazy. They just, people do people stuff. And they'll think because they're at a certain rank or position in their sector of spirituality that they have the right to do stuff. You ain't got the right to do shits. That's why I like this space. You like this space? Thank you, girl. I try to, if I can offer a word of advice with that spiritual shit, I always try because these people are crazy. They really are. They really are insane out there. They really are crazy. That or like with the, I think that was either the last video. Was it? No, it wasn't yesterday's live. I think it was the day before that. That's why I don't do my readings and stuff. It's people are crazy, and then women are very male-centered. So usually the readings were about men, and I just got tired of it. It'd be fake spiritual people, right? Fake spiritual people that's power hungry. They don't get enough attention, just stuff like that. Or they want a man. So if they're not in church begging God for a man, they burning all kind of candles trying to get one. It's always the same. Sometimes the ancestors will block them from the message because you're supposed to cut the middleman, right? Child. I done had That Is Dangerous, right? Y'all done had, okay, let me tell y'all this crazy ass story. So this is when I had my spiritual group on Facebook. I might come back out with it. I may do a brand new group for you guys if you have Facebook. I'm thinking about it. That way we can really like communicate within a group and talk and stuff like that. I may do that. Maybe like a book club or something. But I had my spiritual group on my Facebook some years ago. And they paid a fee to get in, all that stuff. And I would teach them different things, So I had the group on Facebook, and then I had a group chat, right? We can really talk to each other and stuff. We would be on FaceTime talking to each other. Like, it was fun, This one girl, now, just in case this goes away. Hello. Hey, Cake. So I would teach my stuff, whatever. Now, I also, if people had stuff that they wanted to incorporate, if they had something that they learned, I would give them the space to share what they learned and stuff like that. So this one girl was doing Wicca or something like that. I don't fool with Wicca. Girl, I don't fool with that. But she was doing her Wicca thing, okay, whatever. So she did this candle work where she was able to get thousands of dollars the very next day, right? And she even showed it in the chat. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I don't teach that. So I was like, oh, all right. If that works for you, girl, that's great. So why you think, y'all, this really happened. This really happened, y'all. The next day, she's traveling to Montana or something, and she gets pulled over and she gets arrested, right? This is the next day. The day after she did that candle work, whatever, she got arrested. The very next day, right? And her girlfriend called me and demanded that I fix the situation. I was like, first of all, don't teach that crap. So that's on her. I never taught her that. I don't know what that is. Because she used a red candle. I don't use red candle for money stuff. What are you talking about? She used a red candle. I think it looks something like this. Something like that. A red, like a stick candle or something. You don't use red for money. That's for power and passion. But the wicked thing told her to use red candle. Now she ended up in prison. Well, not prison. She was in jail. She was in jail for like a whole weekend or something. What did I not tell her girlfriend? First of all, I was like, I did not teach her that work she did. Hey, baby love. And secondly, don't ever come at me demanding anything from me. Ever. Because I did not put her in that predicament. She probably stole the money or something in order for her to get that money. And I'm talking about, this was like $8,400. I'm not even playing. I'm not making any of this up, y'all. Like she sent a video of her getting the money out of the ATM. And we was all like, damn. I was like, if that's what you want to do, you go right ahead. I never taught you that. But you go right ahead and do that if that's what you want to do. So you do stuff that I'm not teaching at all. And you want to come to me for me to fix it. No. She tried to apologize, whatever she got bonded out. She tried to apologize. Her girlfriend didn't mean to say that. Da, 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 da. And I was like, no. I can't fool with you, her, none of y'all. You gotta go. You gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. And I said, if anybody else want to join it, you can go. Because you're not about to put yourself in predicaments. And then I got to bail you out because you're not thinking clearly. I was like, this spiritual stuff is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not any of that stuff. This is to help you heal, grow, ascend. Not to, no. Y'all, that spiritual group was a mess. I'm not even gonna lie. It was a hot ass mess. Whew. That was crazy. If it wasn't about, you see, gotta be intentional with money manifestation. That could come from someone you love. Like exactly, Tiara the Taurus. Exactly. If you are doing money manifestation, you gotta make sure you're intentional and that it's doing no harm to other people. Exactly. With no harm done to anyone. They be so intrusive, right? If you're doing money manifestation stuff, you have to make sure that you're intentional and that there's no harm being done to anybody. You could be taking that out of a child's mouth. You could be taking that from anybody. It gotta come from somewhere. I'm seeing a lot of these things here on the app. Nah, I don't do none of that. All right. Yeah, you have to be, you just have to be very mindful with that stuff. I do my stuff now. I ain't gonna say I don't do it, because I do. Do my stuff. But that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own little thing that they do. That's what I do. You know? But yeah, I don't know what, thank you. I don't know what, all I remember is the picture was it was a red stick candle. And I'm like, I don't know about that. It's red. You don't want to use a red candle for money manifestation, but all right, girl. That's what you want to do. That's totally fine. Woo! Trying to do things the quick way instead of just learning the craft.
Is it cold outside?
It was a little cool earlier, but I don't think it is. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
These pants don't fit.
They don't? Okay.
Barely.
Okay. got some stuff I need to get done this week with my money manifestation stuff. I'm glad you got away from her because she doesn't understand boundaries. Right. She didn't. She didn't understand boundaries. Because I was like, how you put yourself in this crazy situation and I'm supposed to fix it? No. Like trying to blame it on something I taught or said. No, I didn't teach you that. And neither did I tell you to do it. No, I didn't teach you that crap. I would never teach anybody to use a red candle for money manifestation. I would just never do that because that's not the color. You're either gonna do white or you're gonna do green. Red, like what? No. That's crazy. But I don't know if it was some TikTok shit she watched or something. Because there's a lot of misinformation on this damn app. I'd be like, Lord have mercy. People that go to Etsy.com and get Etsy stuff. Excuse me.
Okay, I'll see you later.
All right, well, you... I love you.
I love you too.
You be careful out there. What happened?
I have makeup on? I'll be careful.
All right. I'm going to job number 2, child. She just got off an hour ago. She just don't stop. She don't stop, y'all. I need to get my ring resized. I keep moving it. We both need to get our rings resized. But I don't want to get it resized because what I'm going to do when I don't have it on? Yeah, but I just might reopen like a Facebook group so that you ladies can so that we can talk and stuff, you know. I just might, but I don't be on Facebook like that no more. I got back on today just because, but I'll get on Facebook and post like crazy for like 2 days straight and stay off of it for like weeks at a time. I'm so inconsistent with Facebook because I just don't care. But I might do the spiritual, not the spiritual group, but just a group for Pretty Powerhouse. I just might do that and just have us on there. Now let me know if y'all want me to do that because I'll do it. I'll create the thing. What? What is going on here? Yeah, let me know if y'all want me to do that. Or at least, I don't know. I think about like teaching my spiritual stuff like real heavy like I used to again. But man, I have to vet people first and make sure they right. People are crazy. It was 2 women in particular in my group that used what I taught them, but my spiritual stuff, they use it against me and tried to break my relationship up. People are crazy, man. They're crazy. Crazy. It's a crazy world where I live. This is not what I wanted to do. You inspired me to start wearing pink on Fridays. I'm trying to dress more feminine. Yes, Miss Tiara. Girl. Using the things I taught them against me, like I wasn't gonna know. And I'm just like, do these heifers not know that I get messages in dreams? Spirit is gonna tell on you, girl, every time. Spirit is gonna snitch on you. Come on now. When you use spirit, use your spirit allergy for evil. It always backfire. Yeah. Yeah, some people are highly protected, right? And I'm talking about Y'all, so somebody, and I remember this because this was around the time me and my wife got together. Like right when me and my wife got together, my car got broken into. Now I didn't figure out who did that in the spirit until all kind of other stuff started happening. But when you said highly protected, it made me think about this. So somebody decided to break into my vehicle. I'm talking about days after I got it. Like 2 weeks after I got my car. This guy that was his nephew or something that lived by me kept asking to clean my car for me, and I was just like, no, I don't need you to clean my car. I don't need you to, you know. After that conversation, my car gets broken into. Right? Now I didn't know exactly who did it, but I suspected that it was that guy because he was asking me to clean my car. So since I couldn't get a name, I did an anonymous working. And a week later, this little guy who was related to the guy that broke into my vehicle, related to the guy that asked about my vehicle, he was unalived a week later. Oops, you shouldn't have broken into my car. I'm talking about unalived at the very place, at the very apartment complex that I was staying in. Unalived there. I am not the one to play with. I'm not. I am not her. I'm not. It's not. And people think it is because I'm so pretty, right? Oh, she's soft and she ain't gonna do nothing, baby. You don't know what I'm capable of. I don't have to leave my house to do what I do. This is why I don't use my hands. I use my hands, right? But I don't use it to I don't use my hands to do physical, baby. I use my hands in the spirit, honey. Because people so big and bad, right? People beat you up and do this and this, that. But as soon as you're talking about spiritual things and things of the spirit, as soon as you talking about that, everybody want to back up. Come here, you big and bad. Come here. You big and bad. I thought you was big and bad, right? Come here. As soon as you start talking about spirits, they want to back up. Oh, I don't mess with that. You'll DDT somebody, but you're scared of spirits. That's why I don't fight. It's no need. Any woman that ever claimed to have a problem with me, she always regretted it. Claiming that she's gonna do bodily harm to me, she always regretted it. Every last one of them has always apologized to me. Every last one. Anybody threatening me in any kind of way to do bodily harm to me or to try to derail me or steal from me and stuff like that, they always regret it in one way, shape, or form. This is why I laugh when people try it, because I'm like, you just really do not know who you're dealing with. It's one thing in the physical realm, right? You're in the physical realm and people have preconceived notions and all this stuff. In the spirit realm, I'm her, really her. I really, really am her. This is why I say, being a pretty powerhouse is spiritual. It is, because it's always going to be people that try to come against you because it's spiritual. These people are being possessed by demonic entities coming against you to stop you, to take you out of here, to sabotage you, to ruin your life. I don't play that shit. This is why I don't let jealousy slide. I don't let none of that shit slide. You see straight through people. I'm the same way, which is why I'm highly sensitive and I avoid people. Right. I am highly sensitive. I'm very sensitive. I feel everything. I'm able to absorb a lot of different energies. So I have to be very, very careful with people. I just have to be very mindful. Right. Yes, allow it to shine. Right. I have to be very mindful of who's in my energy. Kind of like whenever in the Bible, whenever Jesus was in the crowd and the lady with the issue of blood was like, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I'll be healed. Like she literally touched the very bottom of his shawl thing he had on and he felt energy leaving his body. It's that deep. You don't even have to physically touch me. I know when my energy is being usurped or siphoned or something. And you can be way in a whole nother state. Way in a whole nother city somewhere. I know. Because I feel it. And I get my messages and dreams and stuff too. Baby, the dreams tell me everything I need to know. Baby. Okay. The dreams gonna always do it. Even with my children. Baby, look. If it's something I don't know, they think they did something that I don't know, I always find out. And then I'd be like, I had a dream. They like, oh, shit. I was going to tell you, mama. I knew you know what I'm capable of doing. You think you just going to be able to hide that from me and I don't know? You know what I'm saying? Enemies prepare for a physical attack, but forget we live in 3 planes, the mental and spiritual too. Exactly. That's the part I laugh at. I had a dream as a theme in this household. Baby, look, my wife hated when I say that. I had a dream. She's like, oh Lord, please, baby. I'm like, I know you ain't doing nothing. I know you ain't doing nothing. Would you ever have your girls join the live? Nah. I don't have my kids. I don't put my kids online. Nah. They're kids, you know? I had a dream about fish last year, my brother's wife pregnant. Y'all, that stuff is real. That stuff is so real. Our grandmothers would have dreams about fishes and then somebody, yep. My grandmother too. Baby, when my grandmother start talking about fish, we like, oh Lord, here we go. Who is it this time? And if they don't try to come and attack you, they'll try to attack someone that you love or care about. Exactly. I remember those days. Man, my mom talking about somebody, she had a dream about some fish. We like, oh Lord, my mom, who is it now? And she was right every single time. Every single time. Shoot, my mama knew when I was pregnant with my first child. She took one look at me and said, we going to the doctor. Something different about you. My mama took one look at me and was like, nope, we are going to the doctor this week. Because she took one look at me and was like, And sure enough, I was 7 weeks pregnant with my first child. My mama knew. She was like, something ain't right. Yep, you can smell it. She was like, But the crazy part is, I knew too. Like, I intuitively knew. I knew. I just ain't want her to know. She was like, we going this week, baby. Yep, she knew, baby. Your mama, your grandma, they know. Okay? Mothers just know. They just know stuff. Just know. Mothers just know stuff. It's just like crazy. It's crazy how as women when you have kids and stuff, you know stuff. When you have kids, you just know even more stuff. You just man. But I love it though. Ooh, we at 30K. Ooh. 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 Now where? Oh, this must not be the right one. Switch. Yes, this one here. I was in the wrong one. There we go. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait. So the girl, okay. So the girl that she paid the 10K to the dating coach on TikTok. She proposed to him, y'all. Do y'all know about that story? She proposed to him? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to watch this. Oh my God. Oh my. You pay, oh my God. There's a young lady on TikTok right now. It's like literally going viral. So the story is she paid $10,000 for Anwar White, the gay dating coach that coaches women on how to date men. And she paid him $10,000. And she went on 170. She matched with 170 guys off of Hinge or something like that. But anywho, she's engaged now. And apparently she proposed to the guy. I want my ladies to just release themselves from the shackles of male validation. Just release yourself, sister. Release yourself, sister. Ooh, Lord. Release yourself, sister. Please. Because that's fucking crazy. That's insane. That's insanity. That's what that is. I mean, from a coaching standpoint, because I'm a coach, right? I get that you charge what you're worth, right? Like, okay, who am I to tell him that he's not worth $10,000? That's his thing, But I just feel like that could have went into another coaching program to better her life and her career or her business, Because it's like you almost paid for a guy. You just paid $10,000 for some dude. That's how I see it, Because the end result is a guy, right? Like if you're doing a coaching session with me, your end result is more confidence. You know who you are. You have a better understanding of self and life, and you're able to manifest what you desire. That would actually have you better off in life because you have a better life. You've manifested all these great things, and you're more confident, and you've broken off different relationships because they don't work for you anymore. You're able to stand up for yourself. You paid 10 grand for some dude, and you propose. I can't. Losing money and Disney child. I want my ladies to just release themselves from the shackles of male validation and acceptance. You could have went to Walmart and found a guy for free in the freaking chips aisle. You could have went to Target, in the parking lot. You could have met a guy at Chick-fil-A. Like, why are you doing that? Why? Oh, not at all. And my thing is, as far as, and this is no disrespect to the dating coach, but this has to be said. At the end of the day, even though this guy is helping women, he's still a man. He's still a man. But this goes to show that women value men and what they have to say over women. Because someone made this point in another video I watched, or a post I saw early on Facebook. Everybody is always talking about how fake Shira 7 is, and she's this and she's that, and da 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 da. But you go and turn around and pay $10,000 to this man. Now, Shira is not only just on social media, she's giving real life advice, like real advice that if you actually listen, it'll help. This dude is gay, teaching you how to date men. He's a man. Men are men, and they do man stuff. Like, if they see an opportunity to prey on a vulnerable woman, they're going to take the opportunity. Gay, straight, doesn't matter. If a man sees an opportunity to use a vulnerable woman, he's going to do it. But a woman telling you that you should do this, that, and the third, you hate that. You don't want to listen to that. She don't like women, and I can't believe, but you'll listen to a man telling you XYZ and pay him thousands of dollars. Most men do not have good intentions. They don't. And that's just what I think. If women accepted that, they would have a better chance at whatever they're trying to do. If you go in knowing that 9 times out of 10 he doesn't have good intentions with you, you already go in the situation knowing what you're getting yourself into, you have a better chance of whatever you're trying to get, because you won't be blindsided anymore. You'll know this is 9 times out of 10 what I'm going to be dealing with. That is insane. When a woman understands how men operate, you then know how to deal. Right. Once you get the dynamics with guys, once you understand the basic level. Hold on. Once you get it on a basic level, you have a better chance of having you'll have a better dating experience when you know that most of these men ain't, they full of it. Then you could just go on the date and have a good time and go home. You're not pressuring yourself. My dad told me never trust or submit. Don't ever. Your dad was absolutely correct. You never submit. Submit to what? To who? What? Submit. It's not in a woman's nature to submit. This is why they always say stuff like, a man has to, they say the weirdest stuff. The right man will pull it out of you or something like that. What? That's not a woman's nature to submit. That's not in our nature. Our nature is destructive because we're divine feminine. It's the void, the dark matter, the ethers. It's in our nature to destroy and control. That's our true nature. I don't know what the church and all that stuff get this shit all twisted up. That's not our nature. Ain't no woman just naturally submitting. She's probably doing it to get a certain result, to get something that she wants, but ain't no natural submission out of no woman. Not naturally. That's not our true nature. No. She'll probably submit until she get what she want. And then once she got you where she wants you, then her true nature gonna come out, which is to control shit. Okay. I'm gonna definitely watch that later, because that is fucking crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. Wow. Yep, definitely gonna watch that then. Right, women are naturally magnetic. Exactly. Right. Let's see. It's almost 7 o'clock. I've been on this live a minute, y'all. This has been fun. Y'all know every time we do this, we just have a good time and just talk and laugh. And y'all get to see more of my crazy personality every day. thought I had my thing up here. Oh well. Did y'all just hear that? These people are crazy. Let me tell y'all, on this street in particular where I live, there's always people doing that drifting shit I couldn't dinner listening to. Okay, good. Did y'all hear that? I know y'all heard that. They're always drifting on this road right here. Why y'all doing that? Drifting like crazy. They doing donuts in the middle of the freaking road. They're crazy around here. I'm telling you, literally right up here. They're just doing freaking donuts. 2 a.m. You wake up out of your sleep like these people are nuts around here. And this is a nice area. It's a nice area. Why y'all bringing that ghetto stuff here? Jesus. Can't have nothing. Can't have nothing, girl. They bring the ghetto everywhere. Lord. Jesus. Can't have nothing, y'all. I'm telling you, just can't have nothing nice. The ghetto is always gonna find nice stuff and just do things. They just do stuff. Like, can you leave the ghetto over there, please? Don't bring the ghetto here, please. No, they bring it everywhere. The ghetto. The ghetto. They just haul it everywhere they go. Oh my God. Ugh. Anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, y'all. Cause I'm getting hungry. I know when I start getting hungry, it's a wrap. Your girl hungry, y'all. I gotta go eat. I ate before I started my live, but now I'm hungry again. So, a lady never reveals her age. I'm closer to 40 than 30. I'll just say that. A lady never reveals her age, honey. Well, sometimes, but I'm in my 30s. My late 30s. Mid to late 30s. Yeah. I'm gonna go eat. I love y'all. This was fun as usual. You know, every time we do this, we have a really, really good time. Love y'all. We had 33,000 likes. Y'all the GOAT. Y'all really the GOAT. I love you ladies. I love y'all so much. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to do, like, you can message me. Let me know if you really want me to do the Facebook group and I'll do it. I love y'all.